Hello. Hello. It is Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. I didn't forget what day it was today. No, not at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, my ankle's hurting. I don't know why. Hello, Blue. Hello, Johnny. Hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. We'll just jump in because I wanted to go on Waluigi Island and that's where we'll go. Because that's a good board. Anyway. We were Daisy last time, right? Yeah, let's be Yoshi. Because I can. Let's put the green team in there. Yeah, let's run this crew because I can. We have the green team all on hard because that's the normal here. Hard is the normal. Yeah, anyway, Waluigi Island, hooray! Number turns 50, like normal here. All mini games, bonuses on. What's Mario Party without bonus stars? And now here we go. So hopefully everyone is having a fantastic day. So far our day's been just kind of normal. Nothing really too spectacular out of the ordinary for me today. I mean, just taking my daughter to school, coming back, dealing with a 4-year-old with an attitude sometimes. I'm going first with a 5. This is the 3rd time in a row I'm going first. What is this? What is this? Is it gonna snow now? I mean, we're supposed to get like rain and stuff next week. I think I peeked ahead at the weather and it's supposed to be rainy next week, I think. But yeah, what is this? What is this nonsense? What are we doing here? Be Tuesday and, Tuesdays be Tuesday. At least it's not a Monday flavored Tuesday. At least it's not that. Like, my days are just kind of but like, they're not Monday flavored. At least yesterday morning was definitely a Monday flavored Monday. Because, like, why wouldn't your Mondays be Monday flavored? Yeah, I mean, like, nothing really happens on my day-to-day. Waluigi likes to study. He gets skeleton keys for his troubles. That's something. Those could be handy, though. Those could be handy. I mean, it's early April. WrestleMania for wrestling is a week from Saturday, which is crazy that it's here. Monday Night Raw last night was probably one of the best Raws ever. It was so good. I've seen people on Twitter mention with the Jay promo, because Jay came face to face with Gunther. Because last week Gunther just completely beat the shit out of Jimmy, Jay's twin brother, and made Jay watch. And Jay came out super serious. You know, he was not yeeting with the crowd, so that's how you know it's serious. That's how you know he's serial. And he comes down, like, yeah, the crowd's yeeting, whatever, you know. Like, I didn't think it took away from anything. But, people on Twitter, like a handful of people, were very surprised that Jay didn't beat the shit out of Gunther right then and there. I am not. And that's what needed to happen. Jay needed to keep his cool. Like, that promo was going to, like, make or break this whole thing for his character, and it made him. Because, like, alright, say someone comes in and beats the crap out of a very close relative, very close friend or relative, and makes you watch them beat them up. And, like, you know, your first instinct is, you know, just crash out and go beat them up too. But then there's a specific anger, right? It'll get to a specific point Oh, I jumped. Come on. It'll get to like a point where like... Okay, like, yeah, there's two types of anger, right? There's like the crash out, screaming, yelling, throw things anger, and then there's the seething anger that just, it festers, and you just calm, stoic. You're planning your attack. You know, you kind of keep it in, but like there's this glare, right? Like you can feel it, but it's not outwardly shown. And that was the kind of anger Jay was showing. Like he was big mad. Oh geez. 2, 3, 1, 2. Did I do it? No, not quite. It really pulled that out right in the beginning? Rude. So yeah, like, I'm not surprised Jay didn't beat the shit out of Gunther right then and there. He's waiting until Mania to do it. He's waiting. He's letting that anger sit so he can actually kick his ass. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And also, the triple threat for the women's world title is official. I am hype and excited. I don't even know what I was going for. I was just going. I'm hype and excited because, the original match, because Bianca Belair won Elimination Chamber, which earned her a title shot for the Women's World Championship. And it was Rhea Ripley at the time. But then the Monday after, she had a championship match with Io Sky. And Io Sky beat Rhea Ripley for the title. So then it became Io versus Bianca at WrestleMania. And Rhea, you know, is crashing out on the inside. You know, she's going through it. And she knows it was her own mistakes that cost her, and she's, you know, out here essentially throwing a glorified temper tantrum, and had a title match last week with Bianca Belair, a special guest referee. That was a choice. And Io still beat Rhea, so Io is still champion. And Rhea seemingly has lost her Mania spot. Because during the contract signing, she came in and took the contract and signed it herself, wanting to insert herself into the match, and then she got what she wanted later. So now that triple threat is official with Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley. And I desperately want and feel the need that Io should retain. I think Io should keep her championship just with the way it's going. I know people are talking about, like, oh, Bianca's WrestleMania streak. It should be up there with The Undertaker's. They should... Oh my god. They should, like, you know, make it so grandiose, like Undertaker's streak. No, So here's the thing. I don't care for Bianca Belair. Like, the character. I don't care. I haven't really cared in a hot minute about Bianca Belair, so I would be in the minority, because a lot of people really, really like her. A lot of people like her, and she's very good in the ring. She is entertaining to watch in some cases, but, like, overall, her overall character, I just find it boring. I find her character boring, and I'm not invested. Like, what are her flaws? What character flaws does she have, you know, as Bianca Belair the wrestler? Like, what character flaws does she have? You know, she's the quickest, strongest, toughest, roughest, you know, the EST of WWE. You know, her character is essentially, she is the best of the best, and, you know, no one else compares. But, like, there's really no flaws anywhere as of yet. There are, like, some inklings of some, like, a heel turn-esque, or even, like, with the story of, like, you know, her, Jade, and Naomi, which is now turned into Naomi Jade at Mania, which I'm on Naomi's side, honestly, because she was justified. I love a good justified heel turn. Honestly, I love a good justified heel turn. So, which when it's justified, you kind of teeter the line of good guy, bad guy, right? Oh shit, I thought that was me. Fuck! I'm so bad at this. See, when it actually is my turn, I'm not prepared for it, but I'm prepared every other... I hate it here. I hate it here. Can we not do this? I hate it here, so... give me the button to press! So, yeah, there was, like, a little bit to do there, but, like... Since Bianca's in the title picture, I was just... I remember being a little bit... I say a little bit, but I was, like... frustrated, like initial feeling, gut reaction. I was upset that Bianca won the chamber and that was her second chamber win. I was very upset about it because in my brain, like, you know, like there's no story, there's no like real logical reason for her to win, you know. And it's like, yeah, she's already involved with, like, this Naomi storyline, and, like, there's nothing. And, like, yeah, the story is, like, oh, you win the chamber, you get a title shot. The interesting bits of the story came from the other people, from Io, from Rhea. And it's like, unless there's, like, some kind of development with her character, and I hope there is, I just find Bianca boring. And, I mean, people were booing her, and... I did agree with her last night when she said, like, I mean, I earned my way into the title match, but, like, Rhea gets to throw her little tantrum and she gets added to the match? You know, like, I get it. That's understandable, being frustrated like that. And, like, that was, like, the only time I've ever really been on her side on that. Other times, I just find her boring. You know, but that's a controversial take. I see a few people kind of agree with that. But, like, a lot of people do really love Bianca, so I just want more out of her character. I want, like, a more dynamic character, if you will. Hello, DA. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. And, let's see. Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental Championship got added to the card on Mania. I'm very excited. I am so hype. I posted... oh my god, wow, what are we doing here? I did post in the Discord of the official WWE Twitter tweeting this, and it's so funny because the Fatal 4-Way, it's like, oh, each wrestler has a 25% chance of winning. And I'm like, yes, the Steiner math! The Steiner math! Oh, it's so good. But yeah, we got the current Intercontinental Champion of Braun Breaker, who has, like, the best spear in the game. He, like, murdered Carlito last night. Like, his spear, and he moves insanely fast. You blink and you miss it. Like, bro legit murdered Carlito. It was so funny. So you got Braun Breaker, then you have Penta, who debuted back in January. He's been killing it as a single star. He is so fun to watch. He's in the IC title picture. And then you have Finn Balor, who has been a part of Judgment Day for a bit. And then you have Dominic Mysterio, who's also part of Judgment Day. So you got two people from the same faction, but they've got, like, you know, they have a little bit of friction. Oh, it's a mess. It's a mess. I'm a mess in distress, but we're still the best dressed. Fearless, say yes, we don't dress to impress. Alright, so yeah, we got Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio from the same faction, but they have some friction because, like, Dom's on-screen girlfriend of Liv Morgan is like, hey, you should stand up for yourself in a way. I'll go talk to Adam Pearce. And apparently that got him added to the Fatal 4-Way, and there's a little friction there. So, I am hyped to see where that goes. Braun Breaker is really, really good. Penn is really good. I want Finn Balor to have another really big singles push. He is way overdue for it. But I also want Dominic Mysterio to win his first main roster singles title, because he went back to NXT and won the North American Championship for a little bit, and that was pretty awesome. But now I would love to see him win the Intercontinental Championship. That'd be really cool. I love never knowing what you're talking about. Yes, it's awesome. Like, me talking about wrestling, would be like Blue talking about games that I don't know what they are. Probably. Ah! Because yesterday I went on a big long rant about a thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown. And like, there's some, with the whole Tiffany Charlotte thing that happened Friday, oh my god, why are we so bad at teamwork? There's like more kind of reports and rumblings, like they both kind of got in trouble, but I did see the heat is more on Charlotte than Tiffany, because they saw it as Tiffany just retaliating for all the time Charlotte has went off script the last few weeks. And it's like, I think what is happening is like the two do not like each other. Like there's real life beef, and it's just not gelling well in promos on the mic. So that's kind of what's going on there with Charlotte and Tiffany. Where is it? Still over there? It is still over there. All right. Red space it is. Hello, Frost. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. A few things compared to good old-fashioned Tessa Jane rant. Yes. So yeah, I ranted a lot yesterday about the whole Tiffany Charlotte thing. And it's like, was Tiffany in the right to retaliate to Charlotte? I mean, yeah, I'd say so, but the way she did it doesn't sit right with me. I don't care if, like, you know, you could be like my mortal enemy. I won't open up fresh wounds because, or like, I won't put salt in your wound just because I hate you. You know? Like, you can find many other things to insult Charlotte about, but bringing up a divorce that she is very sensitive about, not a good look. I still don't think it's a good look. Because I'm sure there's a lot of things people are very sensitive about. And even as like wrestlers are like, oh, you know, you just gotta be up to anything, you know. Like, yeah, to an extent, I'm sure there's a lot of things that are off limits. Like, alright, say like, oh, I'm a babyface or a heel or something, and, you know, you guys are making fun of me about something. There are a few things that are off limits. One of the things is, my kids. Kids are off limits. Like, making fun of my kids or my children or, like, the way I parent, that's off limits. My looks in terms of, like, body image, like, you can make fun of me for being a ginger. Like, that's funny. But, like, essentially don't call me fat, because, I have body image issues. But, like, there's, like, certain things that are just, like, off limits, and I feel like that divorce comment was definitely an off limits thing. So, yeah, but just kind of moving on from that, because I am very fired up about it. We're after Stripes. Hey, we got it! Perfect! How's pasta? That's okay. It's alright. Did you rant about the Switch 2 prices? You are literally a ginger. I mean, yes, so again, you can make fun of me for that. I mean, I make fun of myself over it, you know? So, but yeah, there are certain things that are just, like, off limits. And it can vary from person to person, too. No, they're happening. 1, 2... Let's go grab myself a better item. Let's do that. Oh, hello. It's your lucky day? This question again. Also, here's another thing you guys can make fun of me about, because I've heard it all. Are you a picky eater? Yes. 2 items? Oh, thank you. Ooh, a Boo Bell. Ooh, and a plunder chest. Nice. Thank you. Who has body issues and why do you have an issue with her? The evidence is on the screen. Exactly. Exactly. I do appreciate Blue. I got protective services, and it's in the name of my husband and my wife. But yeah, there's certain things, and the big thing with like the Switch 2 prices is like, you know, I get it in ways. Do I think Mario Kart is worth $80? The only way we'll know is by playing the game to know what a game is worth. And it is surprising that Nintendo's the first to pull an $80 video game, because like there's rumors floating around of like, oh, GT is gonna be like $100, and with the $80 on Mario Kart, it could be likely. It could be very likely. Now I have seen that both physical and digital in the US is $80. $79.99. It's not changing. Physical, digital, it's not changing. It's only, I've seen it be different in Europe, where it's 80, was it 80 digital, 90 physical euros? I think I'd seen, I mentioned it yesterday. But like, that's the only place I've ever seen it different. Because like, I've seen, you know, price listings for, you know, physical of Mario Kart be $80 USD. So, like, do I agree with that pricing? Again, like, no. But I mean, if the game is damn good, it better be damn good for me to pay $80 for it. But also, to second that, the price of the Switch 2 by itself, you know, market price, is $449.99, you know, $450 for the Switch 2 itself. And with it bundled with a digital version of Mario Kart World, it is $500, which would discount Mario Kart pretty heavily from $80 to $50. And, you know, I get it. You know, you want to try to get the bundles sold. And if I were to pick up a Switch 2, that was what I would do. Is I would pick up, you know, the bundle with Mario Kart. Because, like, Mario Kart looks freaking sick. Seriously. It looks so fun, and I really, really, really want to play it. And yes, I would play as the cow occasionally, because that is just so fun. But, like, overall pricing, it's like, yeah, the prices of things are just, you know, increasing. That's just kind of the natural course progression. I mean, I would personally rather spend $500 on a Switch 2 than $600 on a PS5. Personally. Because, like, I would probably get more bang for my buck with a Switch 2. But, I mean, we did drop $600 on a PS5 a couple years ago, so... And it kind of hardly gets played on. But, like, the games we do want on the PS5, we will, like, get, because we have... it's like our Final Fantasy machine, in a way. We have, like, kind of older games. That's how I played Until Dawn, The Quarry. We also have Final Fantasy 16, 7 Remake, 7 Rebirth. We have Final Fantasy 16 and Rebirth and Sparking Zero all physically. Those are our only PS5 physical games. Everything else is digital. But yeah, I would rather spend $500 on a Switch 2 than $600 on a PS5. That's just me. I'm so picky, picky, picky. Should blue check or pasta? The answer is within yourself. Cost price I can understand, although the higher than preferred, but charging $8 for a single game is just egregious. I don't care what game it is, that's absurd. I mean, people were throwing fits about Tears of the Kingdom being $70. What was it, 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago, because it came out May 2023. Hello, Boo. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day, and it was the bows. So yeah, people were like pitching a fit over $70 games, and people like finally got freaking used to that. And now they're pulling the $80. Like, it better be a good fucking quality game. Like, you know, in some cases, like, I don't mind spending a little bit more money for good quality, you know. Like, I am a cheap ass, but there are a few things I'm willing to spend a little extra money on. You know, and if I'm paying $80 for a Mario Kart game, it better be a damn good Mario Kart game. Do I agree with it? No. But I can't control that. I can't control how much something is. I mean, I can keep it there. Or we can unleash the shackles. But also, if I don't get it now, I am going to enter the danger zone. So let's just do this now, actually. So, yeah. And like, the other thing is like, not every single Switch 2 game is going to be $80. At least so far. Out of the games that they have announced and shown prices for, only Mario Kart is $80. And in some ways, I can kind of understand why they kind of jacked up the price on it, because what's the best-selling Switch game? Like, yeah, what's the best-selling Switch game? That would be Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Yep, so if Mario Kart is your best-selling Switch game, and you're like, alright, let's make, you know, a Mario Kart game as a launch title for the Switch 2, you know, if we got a bestseller, let's make a little bit more money. Or like, the cost going into making it, you know, is a little more, you know, it's just simple, you know, business stuff. I know a tiny bit about like businesses and making products and everything, the markups. So I'm not like super duper savvy. So I just kind of have a very, very, very basic knowledge of things. Like, you know, you want to make money, right? Like if it costs you like, oh, it costs you 50 cents to make this product and you're going to charge like $2 for it. I mean, you're making your money, you know? You gotta make a profit somewhere, so that way you can like, as a business owner, you gotta make a profit somewhere, you know? Like, you gotta pay your employees, you gotta cover costs of like, you know, all your expenses, and you gotta pay yourself too. So it's like, I get it, but as a consumer, it sucks. But like, we still plan on getting a Switch 2. We just don't know when that will be. It may not be at launch. For one, June 5th falls on an in-between week for Vegito's pay schedule. So we may not be getting it right at launch. Which also, June 5th is crazy early. A lot earlier than I was expecting. Because, like, we were expecting, like, August, September, maybe October. Oh, I wanted to get his tail. What the hell? Alright. So we were expecting kind of, like, in the fall, back half of the year, but, like, June is early. I was not expecting it. Consumption sucks. I'm going back to photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. They weren't gonna wait until October. That's GTA 6 territory. What is that 2025 or is that next year? I don't remember. Where did the star even go? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, it's up there. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Sure. Silly Shopper. Because I can. October, November, supposed to be this year? I mean, that's been the entire meme, right? It's like, oh, we're getting this before GTA 6. I mean, we got a John Cena heel turn for the first time in 20 years before GTA 6. That in itself is insane to me. And I am looking forward to John Cena, Cody Rhodes, main event, night 2, WrestleMania. I'm down. So, that's our question of the day. I've been watching like a couple of like style videos. This question today, how would you describe your personal style? Because like I have been like really thinking about it and you know, just trying to I really need to like update my clothes and wardrobe and everything. But I also feel stuck because I can't really afford to do that right now. Like, if I could just like have $200 just for clothes shopping, like clothes and nothing but clothes, that would be fantastic. Like, I wouldn't get like a whole lot, you know, but like give me $200, let me go to like Walmart, let me go to Target, let me go to like some other like stores, maybe like Ross or, like let me go, just go clothes shopping. You know, just give me $200 for that and I would be a very happy camper. But like, I can't afford that. I wish I could. I wish I could. I'm not even gonna pretend to understand what that means, but I'll assume it makes sense. Understand what? Oh, the John Cena heel turn? Would you like me to explain what a heel turn is? Because, I mean, wrestling terms. Because, yeah, we got a John Cena heel turn before GTA 6. Which, again, is insane. No need to. Okay. Man, it's going back to, like, personal style, like, in clothes and everything. Like, a lot of my clothes are, like, very old t-shirts that are so worn out, I can't wear them anymore. And some of my other shirts are long sleeves, and I can't wear them in the hot summer months. So, and it makes me really sad. I want to learn what a heel is. I just don't share the wrestling enthusiasm, but I respect your passion. That is fair. So, a heel turn? A heel turn is when a good guy becomes a bad guy. And a babyface turn is when a bad guy becomes a good guy. So in wrestling, it's just like any characters in media. You have your baby faces or faces, and you have your heels, your bad guys. Baby faces are the good guys, heels are the bad guys. So a face turn is when bad guy becomes a good guy. A heel turn is when a good guy becomes a bad guy. Hip! Hello! Hello! Thank you so much for the follow! Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I want to learn what a turn is. I mean, a turn, is when you become one thing or the other. So that's some basic wrestling terms. Those are some that you'll hear fairly often. It used to be super kept hush-hush, like back in the day, because kayfabe, or like the wrestling universe and not real life, was so protected. It's still kind of somewhat protected nowadays, but in the days of social media, more things are a little bit more common, and the people who watch wrestling appreciate it for what it is and like the art form that it is. So you'll hear those terms float around a lot, like babyface, heel, face turn, heel turn. I don't even remember what like other terms there are that just kind of float around. So, but yeah, those are just kind of some of the basics. And another words are a work and a shoot. Those are those words have been floating around all weekend long because of the whole Charlotte Tiffany thing that happened Friday night. A work is when it is done on purpose. A work is the scripted stuff. Like, oh, a work could be like, oh, someone insulting somebody, and that is in the script. A shoot is somebody insulting someone that is not on the script, and that is real life. So a work is planned and scripted, a shoot is not. So those words get kind of blended in here and there. A baby turn or heel face. I don't know, a heel face would be like a tweener. You know, like in-betweener. Like someone who does heel things. Hip. I'm going. We're doing this for you. This is for you. Go, Luigi. Take it away. Yay. Hello. Hello, Hip. Hello. Thank you for the raid. Ow, my fingers hurt. I'm just explaining what wrestling is. But hello. It's Raid Woman. Love it. And hello, Bunny. Hello, Lim. Hello, Hip. Hello. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Tessa Jane. I am a variety streamer, and today is Mario Party 3. And this is usually just like the chill chatting about whatever while I play Mario Party. I'm just explaining wrestling. But hello, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. How was your stream? What were you up to? Hopefully everything is good. I kind of pop in every now and then. Just kind of poke my head since I'm like, who's live right now? I'm like, okay, let's see what they're up to for a little bit. Because I have children to take care of sometimes. Alright, where are we going? We're going down. Baby, are you down? Yeah, like Blue mentioned heel face. I'm like, yeah, they have those. They're called tweeners. Which, like, someone who is like supposed to be a good guy can do like bad guy things and they will still get cheered, and they're kind of in between. Think of like Stone Cold Steve Austin back in the Attitude Era. Like, bro was doing all kinds of heel stuff, but then the people loved him, so he would never get booed ever. So like, yeah, he was kind of like the anti-hero type thing. New channel, by the way, thank you, Frost, thank you. I did that last week? 2 weeks ago? It was kind of after I figured out my laptop situation. Stone Cold podcast, sometimes they do. Like an anime protagonist, well, thank you. Yeah, we kind of have that dynamic look. Not as dynamic as Blue and Gihan, but still like dynamic enough we don't look the exact same. Because I feel like if you want like a good pair of anime protagonists, you need to have them look different enough. Like, even Runs at this point, I'm also very surprised as well. Because, funny enough, speaking of Blue and Gihan, yesterday was their 1-year wedding anniversary. And watching them go through their wedding photos made me like, I haven't really seen all of my wedding photos in a long time. Because sometimes I look through Facebook, because I know I have some Facebook photos, or some photos of the wedding on Facebook. But it's not all of them, because I had to sift through a lot of them. And because my mom requested no pictures of her make it to Facebook, and that is a very valid request, so I honored it. And I made sure that other pictures were okay. Okay, good. So yeah, she requested that no pictures of her make it to Facebook, and that's, you know, very valid request, so I had to go through them, make sure no picture of my mom made it to Facebook. So it's like, I haven't seen all of them in a while, so I looked through my laptop, and I realized, oh crap, all of my, like, the raw wedding photos, like, all of them taken, are on my old laptop. The one before the one I use. Because I have had 3 laptops in my life. My very first one that I got, Christmas 2011. Then there was the second one that I got from my brother-in-law, back in 2017. And there is this one I got here in 2020. Or around 2020. So the old laptop, the second one, the middle child, of course it's always the middle child, that one is like slow as molasses. It is super duper slow, and that's the biggest reason why I use the one that I do. It's very, very slow. It tries, it chugs. And so I had to bust that open to be able to put the files on a flash drive, bring it over to Captain Waluigi in my current laptop, and get all my wedding photos on my current laptop. And I did that, and it took an hour, and it shouldn't take that long. Head to the gym, but hopefully be back. No worries, Hip. You go to the gym. Let's go. I was gonna say, like, gym bro, but, like, I could never. I'm way too self-conscious to go to the gym. But I admire people that do, so hope you have lots of fun. That's okay, no one can be as dynamic as Gion's art. He's hacking. He really is. GPU on that thing should be fried. It really should. But I had to do like some like cleaning, some disk cleaning. You know, had to get rid of files that I never use anymore. So, and that freed up some space where I can use Photoshop. So there you go. And I do have a follower emote. I don't know if it's like the greatest thing ever. It's a follower emote, and it's one of my favorites because it's Kirby Tessa. Yep, it's a follower emote because that way anybody can use it. And it's so specific to my stream too. Because we got the Kirby Tessa, and it's so good. It turned out so good. But yeah, I had to bust out like the old laptop. And yeah, it took an hour. It took an hour to get everything squared away on it. But I've got my wedding photos from 10 years ago. I still, I always talk about, like, you know, my wedding, and I was, like, you know, pregnant. We had 23 days to plan it. My mom kind of forced us into it. And, like, I do have, without, like, going too deep into, like, my psyche, the inner workings of my mind, I do have, like, lingering resentment over how everything played out. But, like, looking back at the photos, I'm like, for what it was, for 23 days to plan a wedding, it was a pretty good wedding that was planned in 23 days. Snail's pace, love it. So yeah, I was looking through, and yeah, it was Prager's. I was 8 months pregnant with my oldest. That was another reason why I have a little bit of resentment. I would love to do it all over again and not be pregnant. That would be fantastic. And also, like, I see a lot of, like, wedding stuff on TikTok, and it makes me a little sad because it's like, dang, I want to get married again. Even, like, I could just marry Vegito again and do an actual wedding instead of one planned in 23 days. And do, like, a whole bunch of cool stuff. Like, would it be fancy? Not really. Like, we don't want, like, super duper fancy. But, like, it would probably be a little bit more upscale than my parents' backyard. So, yeah. And also, I had photos from my sister's wedding the month before. Because, well, they had, you know, their own wedding photographer. My sister-in-law, who we hired as my wedding photographer, well, I guess you could say ex-sister-in-law, they're divorced now, but, yeah, my sister-in-law, took some photos at, you know, my sister's wedding and, like, some other, like, behind-the-scenes stuff, and, like, the next day, too, And she was the one that took our wedding photos. The only thing that was missing from my wedding photos is a big family photo of my side of the family, because we got a family photo of Vegeto's side of the family, but not mine. Like, me with my parents and my siblings and their kids, we didn't get that. That was like the only thing we missed. But we got one of those, I think, at my sister's wedding, so... So there's that. I feel like my wedding was already perfect, and yet I still feel the same way when I see those banger wedding ideas. My dream wedding. I don't know. I couldn't, like, tell you exactly. Something, like, not, like, super duper, like, fancy and formal, but maybe, like, a touch formal in a way. I know I would love a big old ball gown. Not like a big old ball gown, but some kind of poofy dress, you know, ball gown, poofy dress type thing, for, like, you know, the ceremony and pictures, and then for the reception, have like a big old moment of like just the dress, like the skirt tearing away, and it's just a shorter dress for like the party, because like that would be so fun, I think. And I've always wanted to do like a big like dance. You know, like a big dance number like I see a lot. I did see on TikTok, the groomsmen, the groom and the groomsmen were dancing to 17. I think it was Hot. They were dancing to. I'm like, damn, they're killing it, you know? Like stuff like that. I've always like those like first dance videos where they break out into like a big old routine. Like, I love stuff like that. I don't know what I want. Sure. So like that's always what I like envisioned. Like back in the day, even like teenage years, because like my mom always like, you know, kind of put the bug in my ear and always looked at stuff as a teenager, because like me and my mom planned something for my oldest brother when he got married. And we had like this like cute little dance presentation that we did. So it's just stuff like that. And like I love planning like little dances and surprises for people. I do love doing that. You know, I saw that one coming. I saw that one coming. Because there was a friend of mine who, they got married courthouse wedding when she was 6 months, 7 months pregnant, 7 months pregnant, something. She was pregnant, had a courthouse wedding, and later she's like, we're gonna do a ceremony like later, maybe after like a year or so, and we're gonna do it right, you know, do like an actual ceremony after like getting married at a courthouse. And she came to me and it's like, I want you to choreograph this, it all went downhill from here. She wanted me to like choreograph like this big dance with like all the bridesmaids and groomsmen and everything. And I can talk about this because it's never going to happen because now they're divorced. Love that. Like I had it planned because like she wanted like the whole song. It was because I kind of half-assed introduced her to K-pop, and she really liked the song "No Other" by Super Junior, and which is, you know, one of my favorite songs too. It's a good one. It's a banger. She wanted me to like, you know, come up with a dance to that with like everyone. Okay, and I'm like trying to like, you know, get information, how many people, and I also had a surprise planned for her because I was going to like mimic technical difficulties where like after like the first chorus it was gonna like kind of skip, we're gonna have technical issues, and it was going to go into other songs that the bridesmaids were gonna do a dance to, the groomsmen were gonna do a dance to, and then we would all come back together and like do this like one big number. And like the songs I had planned were You're the Best by Mamamoo, the bridesmaids were going to do that one. And Girls, Girls, Girls by GOT7, the groomsmen were going to do that one. And we were all going to come together and do Growl by EXO. Wow, I went wide. And it was going to be like a really big fun surprise for the bride and groom. And I had it all like planned. And like, even like throughout like that year, I was like, or like when, you know, they were kind of maybe getting half-ass serious about it, I'm like, hey, how many, you know, bridesmaids, groomsmen, you know, how many people are we gonna have so I can like have everything planned and everything. And it just like, it was like, oh, this many. And like anytime I had questions about it, I just kind of got brushed off. And it just kind of later turned into like, you obviously are not going to be doing this anymore. But like, I just kind of kept it to myself. But now again, they're divorced. So... Oh, beep boop, we have a bot. We have a bot here. Deltora is a bot. But hello, Deltora. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. So yeah, that's the stuff I love to plan for like my friends. I love doing like little surprises like that, you know? But now it's like, well, they obviously didn't really care to do any kind of fun stuff. And they ended up divorced in the end, so... Wonderful. So yeah, in terms of like dream wedding, I don't even know, man. Like, I know there's like things that I would want, and maybe kind of like theming wise. But, yeah, like the dress, I would love to like wear Converse underneath for like the reception, because I am a Converse girly. I mean, I got a pair of purple Converse for Christmas, so because my other ones with the zippers were very old. Were very old and torn, and I just could not wear them anymore. That I had since 2008. Hey, I wore Converse to my high school graduation, so if that doesn't tell you anything about myself, I don't know what will. And I did that because I had heard the story of my dad when he graduated high school. Him and his buddies, you know, like high school graduation, like, oh, you dress up, you wear nice dress shoes and everything. And, like, all the girls wear heels, too, and everything, but, like, the guys are supposed to wear dress shoes, and my dad, him and his buddies, were going to wear red Converse. They were all going to band together and wear red Converse to their graduation. Well, his buddies backed out of it, and he was the only one that wore the Converse. And I loved that story so much. It's like, I want to wear Converse to my graduation. And there's some pictures of me at graduation with my Converse. They were black. They weren't quite red or like colorful, but they were like the normal black Converse. So yeah, I would love Converse. Like even like the purple ones or like special like white ones for like, you know, for being a bride and everything. Married in a wrestling ring. I have also seen like the entrances for like some of the bridesmaids, groomsmen, bride and groom to like wrestling entrant themes. Maybe we could do something with that. That would be so good. That would be so good and so fun. Allie would love that. How many coins do you need to purchase the Golden Mushroom 10? What is Peach's story mode? She is an Ultra Star. What item do you need to open gates? A skeleton. You need a secret key. The secret key. But yeah, if we were to like, you know, and like, vow renewals are a thing. You can do like a big old ceremony and not have like, you know, all the official wedding stuff, because like vow renewals, you don't really need any official things. It's just a fun thing to do. So it's like if we were to like do something like that and do like an actual like official wedding, I feel like we could band together and do something like that. Have like, you know, wrestling ring stuff. That would be really cool. Where is it still? It's over there. Okay. What side of the? Okay, it's up. So that'd be really fun. probably do something like Cody Rhodes' theme, because like my husband really loves Cody Rhodes. Like, he is like a very big Cody mark. And it's another term that you'll probably see on the internet in terms of wrestling, mark, or marking out. Mark is essentially a stan. You know, like the person you're a fan of can do no wrong. Or like, you know, like anything in this, you know, sense can like do no wrong, nothing's wrong here. You know, you're geeking out, fanning, you know. Not quite to like Satsang levels of like, you know, fans or anything, but like my husband says he's a Cody mark. He's a really big fan of Cody. Like, nothing he can do would make, you know, his opinion sour, you know? You know, stuff like that. So we'd probably have to do something like, you know, Cody Rhodes and things. You know, Kingdom, do the whoa, you know, whatever. I feel like if Allie were to get her own entrance, quote unquote, we'd have to do Becky Lynch's theme, because that is her favorite wrestler. And guaranteed have to. But yeah, I've seen stuff like that. Of the, you know, like bride and groom comes in, you know, with wrestling themes. So like that would be really fun. You know, like I just want like I think they're like really expensive though, like the tearaway, or like, you know, the extra tearaway skirt dresses, wedding gowns. But like I feel like for what I would want to do, it's worth it. Because I also like would love to do like you know, dances, you know, for like the bridesmaids and the groomsmen, do like a little dance or something. Some kind of like performance. Blue comes in with a steel chair. Love it. Like there's like a handful of songs that I always kind of envisioned with something like that. Where it went the other way. Luigi's off that way. That's no bueno. Let's force him to go the other way. Actually, no. Let's just go. Waluigi's over there. Yeah, we'll just go through here. Blue wants to nap. Just whack her over the head with a steel chair. That'll get you to nap. Anyway. Anyhoozle. Yeah, there's like certain songs I have in mind for, you know, a wedding. Like if I were to have like, you know, a dream wedding, I'd probably have to put components together and make cohesive sense. Nap time. So yeah, that's kind of the thing. Cause my prom dress was a short one. It was like to my knees and everything, because like I'm not like a big long dress person. So I was even chatting with Vegito about it, the whole like wedding thing, a little bit more extensively than I would let on here. But whoa, where am I going? I even mentioned that like I wish I could have had like maybe a different dress. Like it was $30 at Ross. No! But yeah, that wedding dress was $30. And again, for planning a whole freaking wedding in 23 days, I mean, I thought we did pretty good for the circumstances, but I really wish we didn't have the circumstances, because one, I really wish I wasn't pregnant, and for two, I really wanted a dress that felt more me. And the dress that I had, it was a great dress. It felt nice, it covered the bump, and it fit with the baby bump. But it wasn't, like, looking back on it, I'm like, that's not me. I did get a little tiara with my veil, and I love that. It's in my hope chest. I will keep that forever. I need a little bit more money. Which is like right before the star, but I need some money. Alright. So, yeah. Like, I could rant and, like, unload all of my trauma, resentment, feelings, thoughts about my wedding and everything that went down, but I am not going to subject you to, like, my internal psyche. You know, I'm not gonna subject you to that. That's a whole different can of worms, honestly. But also, I will tell you, a tradition, I say tradition, it happened twice. It almost happened 3 times, but weather allotted us to dodge it. It started with my oldest brother's wedding. Cause, yeah, I'm the youngest of 4. But we all got married not in sibling order. There's my oldest brother, and then his younger brother, which is my older brother. And then my sister, and then me. I really should have stayed in, but it's fine. And my older brother got married first, and then a few years later, my oldest brother got married, and then my sister, then me. So it's kind of swapped, but it started with my oldest brother, so it was the second wedding. My oldest brother used to have a Jeep. It was a nice black Jeep. It had some problems with it, but I mean, it got him, you know, from point A to point B. It was pretty reliable for him, and he had it for a long time. He did get rid of it at some point years ago, but this is important to the story. He had a Jeep, and the night of the wedding, after the reception, we all went back to the hotel, and my other brother, my older brother, and my cousins all went to Walmart and got some supplies. They got like window chalk, like window markers, saran wrap, like all car decals, like all kinds of things to decorate a car with. And so we really went in on like decorating his Jeep. We wrapped it in the wrap. We, you know, coated the windows. We wrote like Mr. and Mrs. last name here. Not like last name here, but you know, redacted name. But we misspelled it on purpose. Cause you know, I'll tell you a little secret. My maiden name was often misspelled. It was misspelled all the time. And it was very annoying. No matter how much we corrected people, it was often misspelled. So we misspelled it on purpose because, you know, it was haha funny. And, you know, we wrapped it in saran wrap. There was a bunch of like Hello Kitty stickers. Yes, just like that. Thank you, Del Toro. Like, there was a bunch of Hello Kitty stickers that never got removed because it was just too cute. And the next morning, you know, my brother and his wife comes out, and the first thing his wife says is, last name spelled wrong, which she was instantly in the family right then and there because she caught on to that. And so as I was looking through my sister's wedding photos that my sister-in-law took, because she also took pictures from like the next day, and the next morning, they did it again. But instead, they went to my sister's car and started decorating it. And there was like Star Wars stuff, there was Hello Kitty. I think we put like a Hello Kitty like hula bobblehead type thing. We stuck it on like the trunk. And then we, you know, misspelled. Oh shit, that worked out great. we misspelled their new last name because like it was my sister, so she was changing her name to her husband's last name. Well, I think with them, they both changed their names because like he was changing his family name to like something else because he has his own trauma, whatever. But they changed their last name, and we misspelled that too on the back of their car, or at least her car. So that was really, really, really funny. But then here's the kicker. Here's the kicker that made me laugh so much. We were on our way back inside to the hotel because we had our laughs of showing my sister her newly decorated car because the forecast, it was like gonna rain like later that day, so like we wanted, you know, her to see it before all the rain washed away all the decorations. Do I have enough? I don't. I need money. I ain't getting it anytime soon. So as we're walking back, we spot my brother's Jeep. You know, the same one we decorated for his wedding. We spot his Jeep, all saran wrapped and decorated again. And I had no idea this happened. This was a shock to me too. It was a surprise. They were, whoever, I have inklings as to who done it. And I am surprised they managed to do it very sneakily. They were ninjas, I swear. And there was more Hello Kitty stickers. It was a 4x4, so 4-wheel drive, right? They added another decal that said 4x4, so it was like Jeep 4x4, 4x4. It was really funny. And it's so funny because like scrolling through the pictures in order, like there's pictures of my brother, and you can see we're all like laughing, having a good time, and like there's like 2 or 3 pictures. You can see his expression go from like happy laughing to like shocked in like 2 frames. It is so funny to see that reaction in the pictures, because oh, it was great. It was so funny. But yeah, me and Vegito avoided that because like the forecast was supposed to be bad, and the vehicle we were driving was his dad's at the time, so we didn't like own our own vehicle at the time. But man, if they could have gotten a hold of it, I would have loved it. I would have loved to see them do that. You know, it would have been great. Hello, Collectathon. Hello, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. The butler in the kitchen with the candlestick. Oh yes, who done it? Who done it? Who done it? Clue is one of my favorite games. I do remember playing Clue with a couple of friends one time, and I always have a method to my madness whenever I play Clue, and I had knew 2 of the other things, and I was trying to figure out like what the room is. And I was in the kitchen, so I, you know, put together my accusation, something with something in the kitchen. And I knew, like, who had, you know, the other 2 things, and I was looking for, like, the kitchen. Might as well. Yeah, I was looking for the kitchen, and nobody had it. So I'm like, all right, cool. So yeah, I'm like, all right, cool. The kitchen is it. And then when I finally make my grand accusation and I say the kitchen, one of my friends is like, oh. And so I checked the file and it was wrong. And I'm like, what the hell happened? Nobody had the kitchen. This is a foolproof plan. So like, what happened? And then turns out my friend had the kitchen in her hand and completely forgot about it. So I will never let her live that down. Because like, dude, it's a freaking kitchen! Leave any kind of political talk. I mean, it's whatever. Just no political talk, please. Anyway. Right in front of Wario, really? Just no politics. Or anything politic adjacent. Oops, I bumped my mic. So yeah, but I love Clue. I know you can play Clue online, and I feel like that would be really, really fun to play with friends. But like, I don't know how to do it. You know? So I love Clue, because like, my family played Clue a lot. Like, I even have like the old version. Because my parents had the old version. Because someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Not Dinah. But it is really funny to me because like we had an old version of Clue. And we had lost our pawn for Mr. Green. So what we did was we took one of a piece from another game we had Trouble, you know, where you punch in the little thingy in the middle to roll the dice and you Trouble. We took the green pawn thingy from that and put it with Clue, so we had a Mr. Green. I usually played as Mr. Green if Professor Plum wasn't taken. So, Koopa Boo Goomba, 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 Koopa Boo Goomba. Online board game night. Oh man, I would love it so much. We haven't really done... I mean, we did Gartic Phone on Blue Stream for her birthday a few months ago, and that was really fun. Lots of lore dropped. There's the orb, Gihan becoming abs. Koopa Goomba... Oh, it's a palindrome! Koopa Goomba Boo. 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 There's 5. Koopa Goomba. It's nice when it's a palindrome, because it's the same answer left or right. Left and right, left and right. Boo Koopa Koopa! Goomba Goomba Boo! 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 Second from the left is Goomba! See, I know my lefts and rights. I know my lefts and rights. I don't need to hold out my hands to see which one makes the L to know left from right. See, I was gonna say superior. Just because I know my lefts and rights. But no, that is shitting on dyslexic people, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because, like, I understand dyslexic people often get confused with that. Because, like, dyslexic, I want to say dyslexia isn't just, it isn't just, like, you know, letters and words. There's a lot of other things that kind of disorients them. Damn, I tried. So, like, I don't want to shit on that. It was just like, oh crap, I can't think of a better word than this. Oh, I could have looped around. Because I had a key. That's fine. I do, you do. I'm sorry. Like she's singing a local rock song. I repeat it because it's easy for me to remember. It's a memorization tactic. I'll take it. I was trying to go for the phone, but I'll take a gold mush. I'll take a gold mush. Yeah, it's a memorization tactic of, you know, saying it out loud over and over again. Helps you remember. But also, if I say it with, like, different inflections, it's how I can kind of remember it too, because like there's different ways of learning. Yeah, there's different ways of, you know, play or like learning. I am visual, spatial, and music. Like those have like the same amount, because there's like a quiz you can take, and I've taken it twice and gotten the same results both times, and it makes sense to me because like I am very much a visual learner, which is why I really like Let's Plays, because I can see the visuals on how to play a game. And you know, sounds I do very well with, like, oh, putting like, you know, making something a melody, or like just, you know, putting like songs, nursery rhymes, stuff like that. So I do very well with that. I know Vegito is more, he's also visual, but he is also more hands-on than I am. Like he can see something like one time and is like, all right, I'm good, and just does it. I mean, this is also the man that did a crash course on getting his CDL in like a month. So, he didn't have to go to truck driving school or anything. And this is before they, made it mandatory to go to truck driving school before getting your CDL. So, yeah. But we're lucky he had the opportunity to be able to do that, because he worked on my uncle's farm driving truck. And so he was able to get some practicing. So he took his test 3 times. The first time the truck failed. If the truck fails, you can't do it. The second time he failed because he stalled out the truck, and then the third time he passed. So he has had his CDL for almost 10 years, which is pretty crazy to think about. Play so much Mario Party 3? Comfort. Mario Party 3 is my personal favorite, and if I just want to like sit and chat, it's the easiest to turn off my brain and play. So, and it's usually the cop-out, because like Mario Party 3 is my favorite, because when it first came out on Switch Online, I did story mode with every character, and we got everything unlocked, so... Sounds dreadfully boring. Depends on the game. I did not mind doing Mario Party 3 with all the characters because it was fun. I did it again for Mario Party 4 6 months ago? Yeah, because it was like September, October when I did Mario Party 4 with every character. Did he get a CDI? Alright, Mario, Luigi, Wario, Mario, Luigi, Wario, Mario, Luigi, Wario. Green, green, yellow, yellow, yellow. Red's in the corners. Banana, DK. Okay, Mario, Luigi, Wario, Mario, Luigi, Wario. Okay. I don't remember where the crown went. Mario. Luigi. Oh god. Wario's over here. Banana's here. Red's in the corners. That seems right? Alright, that seems right. And everyone else put the hammer in the bottom middle, so I'm gonna trust it. I'm gonna trust it. And also, I know I can cheat. I know I can take screenshots and suspend the game, but I'm not about that cheating life. Nope, no sir. I try to play it as straight as possible. Tropical Freeze? Ooh, have fun. I have only seen one playthrough of Tropical Freeze. I own the game on the Wii U. Don't have it on the Switch yet. I played DKC 1, 2, and 3 November, December. Somewhere around there. Where am I going? And I do own Returns and Tropical Freeze on their original consoles. But the plan is to pick up Returns HD and Tropical Freeze on the Switch before bringing them to stream. So that way we just have it on the Switch and it's convenient. Because I know there's extra content for Returns HD. I do know that. So, and I've never beaten Returns. I mean, I've seen like 2 Let's Plays of the game. But I have never beaten it myself. I don't remember exactly what world I was on. I was in like the oil field mountain world, I think. 6? World 6? I don't think I made it to the factory. I don't think I did. What do you have? Occupy a lamp. It's fine. I have money. Alright, 50-50. Top! T-O-P top? Damn it. I always fall for like no reason. It's so stupid. I am literally right back to where I started. I did nothing. I just bought a lamp. That's it. That's actually really funny. I just bought a lamp. Most tropical freeze, except okay. Guess I also didn't like it at first, but they redeemed themselves when it was released for the Switch. I know Tropical Freeze is... I know a lot of people really love Tropical Freeze and think it is one of the best Donkey Kong Country games. Difficult, yes, but people do say it is good. And like seeing the gameplay, like seeing it and playing it yourself are 2 completely different things. And like I understand why people, you know, really like Tropical Freeze after, you know, watching it, because like it looks insanely difficult. And like Returns isn't any walk in the park either, because World 4, like it wasn't bad. It was probably like my favorite, even though there were that stupid bat, that fucking giant ass bat in World 4 in Donkey Kong Country Returns. Oh, that fucking bat, that rocket barrel level, being chased by that bat. Oh, I hated that level. I hated it. I absolutely hated that level. Oh, it was rough. I hated it so bad. It was so bad. Let's go up and try again. Bam. So, yeah. But out of the trilogy, the original SNES trilogy, I know DKC 1 the best. 2 is good. It's also difficult. 3 wasn't that bad. I didn't have to save state until like the end, and the only reason I save stated so much with DKC 2 is the way the game overs and the saving works. Because I think I had game overed one time and I like lost my lives. I had a whole bunch of lives, and then it all, or like I saved and I rebooted the game or something and I lost all my lives. And it made me really, really sad. And I hate how it costs a banana coin to save. I hated that. Or like you get 1 free save per world, and after that is 1 banana coin, and I absolutely hated it, and it was stupid. So I was so paranoid of game overs because I didn't want to like lose any real progress, so I save stated a bunch in DKC 2. So, but DKC 3 I didn't have to save state near as much because they fixed the save system. I save stated a lot near the end because there were some pretty rough levels in the end. That one level with like the purple water where it was like, oh, it reversed your controls. That fucking sucked. That was awful, and I just immediately knew there's no way it would be top twice in a row, right? Hey, top. T-O-P. Thanos from Squid Game 2. That is top from Big Bang. Bowser curse? You mean the Tessa curse, because I roll low all the time. That's why it's hard, then again I'm playing on funky mode, not because it's an easy mode even, yeah, I mean Funky Kong is cool. But yeah, I heard Tropical Freeze is a difficult game. So. If you don't want to spend banana coins at DKC2 save state or play GBA version. I mean, I save stated, so. But also there's something about me having issues with well-beloved sequels because like, I do agree DKC2 is a damn good game and it is probably the best in the original trilogy. I have had my personal struggles with that game. And it didn't help that my first experiences were on stream and I had people be meanie butts about it. I get to go fishing. Love that for me. How did that miss Luigi? Come here, Waluigi. Come on. Oh, dang it. There we go. So, yeah, because I had trouble with DKC 2 and then Galaxy 2. Because everyone I have seen talk about Galaxy 2 loves Galaxy 2. I had so many problems. That game made me cry. Like, not in a good, oh, it touched me in the soul, story-driven moment good. No, it made me cry like I was frustrated, pissed off, all of the above, everything. That it made me cry. Not very many games do that. Yes, dude, we don't talk about Mario Galaxy 2. That's correct. That's correct. We don't talk about Galaxy 2. Thank you, Blue. I thought you went to go now. Never even talk about Conker's Bad Fur Day. Is this good or bad? Because I think oh, what day was it? I talked about Conker's Bad Fur Day recently. Because, like, it is a very hilarious game. It is a hilarious game, chock full of movie references, very vulgar dialogue and spots in the game. It's great. But the difficulty in terms of like gameplay does ramp up like after the Great Mighty Pooh. And that's what everyone talks about. Like, oh, Conker's Bad Fur Day is great. But like they only really played up to the Great Mighty Pooh. Which is like peak and beautiful, honestly. I have not beaten Conker's Bad Fur Day. I've seen like 2 full playthroughs of the game. I think I have gotten up to like the caveman section, the Unga Bunga section of the game. Cause I remembered, I think I'm on like the surfing to like escape or something. So I feel like I remember blowing up the volcano, or was that after the surf? I don't remember, but it was something in like the caveman section of the game where I last left off, but that was also years ago. So it's one of those, if I were to play it again, I would have to do it from the beginning. But also, hey, hey Nintendo, you have the Switch Online N64 17 plus for the mature games, right? Because Perfect Dark is on it. Hey, if we could get Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, we can get Conker's Bad Fur Day. Because I feel like a lot of people would appreciate it more if you can save state. Anyway. I go now, everyone behave. No, that's a statement. Alright, it's in my favor. Fine, I'll grab this one. No! No, Luigi, I got ganged up on, that's not fair. I had it, and then I got punched, and then I picked up another one, and then I got punched again. That's not fair. Soul Training. I thought the gameplay was okay. I personally thought the gameplay was okay. And the difficulty does ramp up in like the second half of the game. So I can like understand some difficulties in like the second half of the game. But like first half of the game, alright, fine. We can gel. But like second half of the game, gameplay wise it does ramp up, and that fucked me over. Stupid Wario, why'd you do this to me? How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. But yeah, I don't mind Conker's Bad Fur Day. It is fun to watch rather than play. But I would like to play it again just to try and actually finish the game. Because I have a laundry list of games. It's gotten a lot smaller since I started streaming, because streaming has definitely helped me try and like actually finish games. So I always had a bad habit of just starting games and never going back to them. Like I never would have finished Okami if I wasn't streaming. Never would have finished Xenoblade 1 if I wasn't streaming. Majora's Mask was on that list of games that I started and never went back to. Twilight Princess, it was kind of technically one of them because the first time I'd played it was the Wii version that my brother had, because he was visiting and he had to take his Wii and games back home with him, because of course he did. So I had played up to the Forest Temple on the Wii version. Like, I got to the Forest Temple, saved and quit, and then my brother had to go back home. So I hadn't played it ever again until stream. Until I streamed it back in October of 23, I want to say. So. Without fail, because likely ban evader restricted. Cheap viewers. Right when blue leaves. Without fail, they show up. What? I mean, what's the point of trying to mash to protect my 8 coins? Like, really? What's the point? What's the point? One of the reasons I became inherently against story-driven games for a while. That is kind of... in my opinion, that's kind of extreme. But I can understand. Because, I mean, some experiences in games could definitely be like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how I feel about, like, open world. Because I feel like I need direction. Like, I want to be immersed in a good story. Taking my money. I need money. Guys, I need money. Like, my favorite game of all time is Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, and I love its story. You know, I also really love Super Paper Mario and its story. I think Super Paper Mario has the best story out of, like, you know, 64, TTYD, and Super. But, like, TTYD is still my favorite game of all time. Which I like puzzle platformer, RPG type games. That's kind of more my thing. In terms of, like, open world, like, I'm never sure because, like, I don't like wandering around aimlessly. Like, open world sandbox, maybe. Alright, let's see what damage we can do. Cause, like, I'll pop into Minecraft for a little bit, but I won't, like, play it to survive. I'll play it to build houses in creative mode with no stakes at all. Because I like, Wario took my money earlier. Because, like, I like building stuff and I like being creative. But, like, if I give myself, like, I want to build a little town and put myself in creative mode and do it, then it's like, all right, cool, I have a goal. Let's see the vision and let's do it. And even then, like, it has the option, like, if you want to, you know, if you want to do survival and go explore and find stuff, then, like, sure, you can do that. Or if you just want to, like, throw it in creative and, like, build stuff, cool. You know, there's a lot of things you can do. That's why it's a sandbox. So, like, open world sandbox, I can gel with, but, like, actual open world games, I still feel iffy on. That's why I was never really big on Breath of the Wild before really, like, seeing it. Because I knew it was different, I knew it was open world, and I knew it was different from the other Zeldas. And it was just, I wasn't a fan. And also, I have a very personal gripe of Link being right-handed for no reason in those games. There's no reason why Link should be right-handed in Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. There's legitimately no way he should be right-handed. Link is a lefty, and he should stay that way. So that is my opinion. Because, like, Link started off as left-handed in the NES game, and it was a mainstay until Twilight Princess for the Wii version. But that one is, I find exceptions in Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword. Those are the only two exceptions that I find perfectly okay for Link being right-handed, and here is why. For Twilight Princess, it was a GameCube game that they molded into a launch title for the Wii, and they implemented motion controls for Twilight Princess. Cool. But majority of the people in the world are right-handed, so we'll hold a Wiimote in the right hand. So it's like, all right, we need to make Link right-handed to kind of compensate for everyone else being right-handed, which is perfectly fine. And then, oof. And then, their solution was to mirror everything. So the Wii version of Twilight Princess is completely mirrored of the GameCube version of Twilight Princess. So that's why Link is right-handed in the Wii version, but everybody else is left-handed. So, and that is perfectly fine. And Skyward Sword was built with motion controls from the beginning. So, and again, the point, most people are right-handed. So they built it for most people being right-handed. And so, Link is right-handed in Skyward Sword when it is built on motion controls. That is the big point of the gameplay. So, there is that. And hello, Sylvia! Hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Alright, let me see if I can... There we go. We did the costume change as I was pressing the buttons. Look at me, multitasking queen. I did not do very well there, but it's fine. Searching against Skull Speed after playing the Psychonauts games until I'm a mess. I'm a mess in distress, but we're still the best. Stress, fearless, say yes. We don't dress to impress. We're showing you play. Yeah. There's lots of good story-driven games out there. You know, I love a good story. So, Link ambidextrous. Is Riley there? She is awake. It is almost Tato time. But I'm also kind of bumping my mic a little bit too, and I'm shifting around a lot. So that could also be why. Where did the star even go? I wasn't paying attention. It's over there. I have a plan. Kind of. Tell her I say hi. Sylvia says hi. She smiled. Yeah. I have a plan, don't worry about it. This plan is foolproof. I say, as I'm probably gonna fail. I win! I made Riley smile! Gameplay, but there's good story. I am more story, but like, if the gameplay sucks, I can't. The fuck, Waluigi? He means business. I would also like to point out the game rules. Oh, Daddy dear, the other day, my goodness. My goodness. Yes, I would like to point out the game rules for Silly Screws. Line up the nuts and advance rapidly. They really put this in a Mario game. Not in a sus way. But yes, we are going to line up the nuts and advance rapidly. Alright, if I remember, B is for backwards, so... I am a tiny bit faster. Oh, there we go. Beef backwards. Alright, cool. Adds a little bit of finesse. You don't want to overshoot. I would rather undershoot than overshoot. Because it does take time to... There we go. Ta-da! We expertly lined up the nuts and advanced rapidly. I can talk, guys. I doubled my money. Thank you, Waluigi. I appreciate you. Foxy and I adopted a VTuber as our child, and she asked, who is mom and dad? Foxy, mom, my dad. Call me Daddy Dear. I'm Dear Daddy. Oops, I dropped my controller. I'm just dropping things. Don't drop that dun-da-da. Hey, don't drop that dun-da-da. Okay, so we are probably after this turn, question marks. It is Tato time. It is Tato time. I have never seen Hunchback from Notre Dame. Never seen it. I've seen clips, but I've never seen the whole thing. Does he hate Sylvia? I would say no. I don't hate Sylvia. I would never. We love Sylvia around here. We stan Sylvia in this house. Because I talked about like the Gartic phone we did for on Blue Stream for her birthday, and the things we took away were like there was the orb, Gihan is just abs, and Sylvia is inevitable. Those were our life lessons from the Gartic phone a few months ago on Blue's birthday. Watch party win. I don't know. All right. I was like, I am inevitable. Yes. All right. So, we're gonna take our break. We are going to get up, stretch, go to the bathroom, grab a snack, do whatever it is you need to do, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. Alright. Alright, let's double check real quick. Yeah, it's over there. I have the money. That was kind of the point of my plan here. Wario has a Bluebell though. He has 2 coins though, so this is fine. Give me a star, Waluigi. Alright, just gonna open it up because I didn't want to forget. I didn't want to forget I was gonna do that because I figured I would probably forget. I didn't want to do that. What happened? What happened? But yeah, anything pink is Sylvia. I think like a light blue is JT, and like more of like a darker blue is blue. Orange is me predominantly, because that's usually my hair is orange, and I have a lot of hair. So yeah, and green is Gihan. Yeah. What happened with Del Toro? What happened? And thank you for the links, Johnny. Oh my goodness. What even happened? Also, a song recommendation. So what the song recommendation, how those work is I pull a song from my playlist and I give you a lyric, a translated lyric from that. So let's see here. Like 80% of my playlist is K-pop, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. Ooh, Tiger Inside by Super M. Let's see, let's look up lyrics. Tiger Inside. Super M lyrics. Let's find you some translations. I like the song. It's a good one. Alright, let's find you a translation. Let's just pull one. Let's see. Let's see. The opening verse is bit by the law of the jungle. Oops, a fire that's about to start inside. Hurry and step on me. Don't let it get bigger. Don't tie me up, tie me up, tie me up. I won't bite you if you let me be. I bring out my teeth when you get on my nerves. Don't try and tame me anymore. Don't tie me up. So, and the chorus, a tiger inside you, let you free this world more wildly. All your worries, bite them yummy. That's a choice. Hands in the air, don't show your back. So it's essentially like, hey, you have this beast inside you, you know, let it out, show the world who you are, like, don't let them step all over you. So, there you go, and the song is Tiger Inside by Super M. Like the letter M. You really gotta make me jump the gun to hit the lamp? Really? That's not my natural swing, buddy. Can I, like, bunt? That's the best you got out of me, is Warblock. That's the best you got. I mean, it's K-pop. Yummy is in English, I believe, so. But yeah, there's your song recommendation. And thank you, Johnny. Sylvia, be mean to me? I noticed that. Orange is the new blue. I mean, they are opposites on the color wheel. Orange and blue are opposites on the color wheel. So there you go. Color theory! You wanna say hi to Sylvia?
Yeah.
Say hi, Sylvia. Wanna say hi, Sylvia?
Hi, Sylvia.
Riley says hi. And there is our question of the day. How would you describe your personal style? I don't think I even answered this. I just kind of went off on a tangent, which is normal. My personal style is definitely casual, kind of sporty. Yeah, casual, kind of sporty. So I'm wearing like capris, like athletic capris. And a t-shirt from high school that has the sleeves cut off. So, yeah. I mean, what? I mean, I just read the direct translation from the English translation lyrics of the lyrics, but it's fine. Lyrics. But yeah, personal style, yeah, mine's like more casual, sporty. I do like jean shorts, and I kind of do like them a little shorter. I used to not to. But then, in college, I stole my sister's shorts because they didn't fit her anymore, and I tried them on randomly one day, and they fit me, and I stole them from her. They would not fit me now. They absolutely would not. Because, childbirth has happened, and my hips are wider, and, just, getting older. So, yeah. But I do like, kind of short shorts, but like, not like booty shorts, but like a little shorter, because I like the look, and I feel confident in stuff like that. I don't like the Bermuda short look. I don't like it midway in my thigh. I don't like the feel of that. I don't like the look of it. And it's like, oh, you're a mom now. You have to wear this, and this. And it's like, that's stupid. That is stupid. Just because I'm a mom doesn't mean I have to change everything about myself. I advocate for that a lot because society conditions women once you become mothers. That is all you are. No more fun. I mean, mom jeans are comfortable, and I do have a pair. They are comfortable. I just don't like the wash. Because, like, jeans, right? They come in, like, light wash, dark wash, kind of in the middle wash. And my mom jeans, quote unquote, like, they're comfy. And I need a new pair of jeans. And they're kind of in, like, that middle. And I hate the look of the middle. I would rather have either light or dark. In terms of, like, wash jeans. I would rather have, like, light or dark. So... But yeah, I like, kind of short shorts. Especially in the summer where it's, like, really hot sometimes. I do like sleeveless a lot of the time. Tank tops are fine. I like a good long sleeve with shorts combo. It's a good combo for me. But yeah, something comfortable, athletic in a way. I'm not like super duper fancy, but like a nice t-shirt, like maybe like a graphic tee and some nice shorts is a good day out in like the spring and summer, and like jeans in like the winter. Good job, Riley. So that's kind of my style. DR. Like in the K-pop costume change right there, I wouldn't be caught dead wearing that, honestly. Here you go, Riley. Luigi's over there. I mean, I have it, might as well use it. Stealing someone's shirts because they can't wear them anymore? It's not that deep. I'm gonna tell you now, it is not that deep. It is not that deep. Because, also, my sister stole my clothes literally all of the time. So, and again, it's not that deep. You have any video game graphic themes? Yes. I don't have any that fit me right now, because I had a Mario shirt. But it got a hole. There's a hole in my Mario shirt. In a very, not so wonderful location. And it made me really sad. There's a hole in my Mario shirt. But I also had some other, shirts and stuff too. even looking at my sister's wedding pictures, there was a shirt that I wore. It was a black t-shirt. It had an NES controller on it, and it said classically trained. And I had something similar to it, but in like a dark gray that I had, but it got worn thin a lot. So it was worn thin to the point where it's like you could see my bra through the shirt. Like, there was no holes or anything. It was just worn so much. You could see through the fabric and you can see my bra through it. I'm like, that's a no for me. So I had to retire that one. So, yeah, I would love to get more shirts. I did see in a department store back in like November, because I needed a shirt, a nice shirt for Thanksgiving. I got like this nice little sweater that I still kind of wear here and there, but again, it's a sweater and the weather is getting warmer, so I will not have very many opportunities to wear it. So I am trying to get a lot of mileage out of it. But I did see this like Kirby shirt and I'm like, oh my god, shit. I'm like, oh my god, like that's awesome. I would love a Kirby shirt, but I would love to go back when I get the chance to like, oh, like, hey, go pick up like a new t-shirt for you, you know? Oh shit. I fucked it up. That was my bad. We had it and I messed up. Oh well, it's fine. I've seen similar ones too, yes. Interesting ideas. I mean, yeah, if you have ideas, like, write them down for, like, you know, whatever, you know. Game design in the future, so I gotta get my ideas. I mean, that's fair. It'd be really cool, you know. And, like, I am, like, you know, a story writer, right? I write fan fiction, if anything, but, like, a lot of the stories, or, you know, a lot of the things that I write could, 100% be, like, you can just change the names and kind of, like, update. Why? I pressed A when it was up. Rude. You can, like, change the names of the characters and, kind of update it in ways, and then boom, you have an original story. So, and, like, really, I use fanfiction as the medium because, like, coming up with characters is hard work. And, like, I use OCs too. You know, I have original characters that I throw into the mix. And coming up with, like, you know, like pros, cons, appearances, you know, that is a lot of work just for one character. So it is kind of easier to pull, but like the Supernatural AU one is a little bit tougher because I'm pulling from like a lot of different groups. And I have to keep track of what powers everyone has and like what kind of style combat they fall under. Cause like my usual thing with you know, supernatural powers is, in my mind, I see it as someone has a primary power and a secondary power. And there's like five types of like primary like combat groups, and how they use their powers. And I have to keep track of all of that. So I have like a Word document with like everything like that. So it's easy to keep track of. K-pop graphic tees, I used to. And I still have some in my closet, but they don't fit me anymore. Cause, imagine this, as a human being, I've gained weight in different places, and also having kids changes your body, so, and also women's clothing absolutely fucking sucks. So, I'm really sad, 'cause I have like a few BTS shirts, and I have like a couple of like generic K-pop shirts. But like, as for shirts that I currently like wear regularly, no, I don't really wear them regularly anymore. Like, I would love to get more. Damn it, why are we doing this? Like, I would love to get more K-pop shirts, but like, I see them, they're either like really, really expensive or like of groups I do not care about. Because like, I love how K-pop is more accessible nowadays. But also, there's a lot of groups that I do not know / do not care about. God, I hate how it takes me a long time to place a log. I hate it. Oh, shit. And I panic and press wrong buttons all the time. Yeah, I saw them screw up a lot. I screwed up like maybe like 3 times towards the end, but I was so slow in placing the logs. I hate placing the logs. I hate it so much. I'll put stuff away in a second. I really want to stray away from like the whole freaking stigma of. Hold on, is that that's a Bowser? I have no money. Don't open that. I have no money. Bowser! Hello! 30 coins, thank you. Thank you, Bowser. I appreciate you. But yeah, I know there's like a huge freaking stigma because of 50 Shades of Grey with fanfiction. And like some of the greatest like written things have come from fanfiction. Not including 50 Shades of Grey. No, that is off the table. No. Don't fucking care for it. But like in other like fandoms or anything, like just some regular everyday person, you know, just wanted to write, you know, to write and get something out there. Like some of the stuff I've read like from other people are like so beautiful. There's beautifully written fan fictions out there, but like because of like 50 Shades of Grey and shit, a lot of fan fiction gets a bad rap. So yeah, it's kind of my take on that. It's probably music themed shirts. I used to like collecting band themed patches and pins for backpacks. Ooh, nice, nice. And there's like a lot of merch that I would love too, because I remember seeing this this BTS like hoodie, like top. It's not like a full-on hoodie. It's more like kind of a half hoodie, half shirt type thing. It's like an off-the-shoulder hoodie. Like it has a hood, so that's why I say hoodie. It's like an off-the-shoulder, but like it has the illusion of like, oh, you're wearing like a tank top. And then it's like an off-the-shoulder hoodie to go along with it. And I saw it in like a BTS design, and you can get like all the members on it, like Jin, J-Hope, whatever. And there was one that I really, really liked the design of, and like I really, really wanted it, but did not have the money at the time. So, yeah. And I haven't really like, I think I came across something on TikTok like a few months ago that it was like, hey, there's like this person, like I think they have like their own like shop, and they sell like K-pop merch, but it's in a way where it's like, oh, it just looks like a cool shirt design, but like if you know, you know. And I love those kinds of designs. Like I think they had a shirt that was like, I'm like some kind of supernova, which is the opening line to Supernova by aespa. You know, I'm like some kind of supernova. Watch out. Look at me go. Yeah, you know. Supernova. And Riley's excited because she also really likes that song too. You know, stuff like that. You know, stuff like that. I love Supernova too. So like stuff like that. But like my thing with that is like I understand like support small businesses, right? I'm always one for supporting people in their business endeavors. I'm always one to support. At least if I can, if I have the money. Oh, come on. But like this shop, their shirts were very expensive. They only had like unisex sizes, and I have slight issues with unisex sizes. Because like my body type. Oh crap. Oh no. No, don't get hit right at the end! What are we doing? Yeah! Right at the end. Yeah, like unisex sizes, like I have like a unisex t-shirt, but like it cuts off my arms. Cause like the sleeve isn't like open, it's like, it kind of closes off and it hurts my arms and it feels tight around my shoulders. And that's why I wear men's t-shirts, cause it's always like tight around my shoulders. Oh, it's over there with a bunch of items facing it. It's very close. Might as well go for it. So like, yeah, I don't like tight around my shoulders. I don't. So like, there's that. And also, they also had like, you know, women's shirts, but they were all fucking crop tops. And I am not about that crop top life. So I'm not for it. Never had the confidence when I was younger. Never will now. And I just don't like them. Like, I don't care if other people want to wear crop tops. Like, that's their prerogative, and if they feel comfortable and love themselves in one, cool, I'm all about that. I just don't personally like them, especially on my body, so I'm just never been a fan of crop tops, so yeah, that was like my secondary problem, and it was expensive. It was expensive and a little pricey because it was like $40 for a t-shirt. Even the crop top, it's like $40 for half of a t-shirt. So, ugh, I hate clothing. Like, if I had the money, of course I would like support smaller businesses and, you know, people, you know, in their own, you know, business endeavors, but it's like, I am too broke for this. I'm too broke. Yeah, I know a lot of bad things get, you know, the most popularity in ways, so... Tessa disarmed, I know. Riley quit. You don't need to be stomping on the ground. Okay? Well, we need to put your stuff away, and Luigi goes last. So after my turn, after my next turn, we'll put your stuff away, okay? Okay. Some graphic t-shirts are expensive. They are. Like, even, like, on the WWE shop. And, like, sometimes you're just paying for, like, where the merch is coming from. Like, WWE, the typical t-shirt's, like, 20 bucks. It's like, you know what? Whatever. You're paying WWE. You're paying for the WWE people, you know? There's this one shirt. It's like a baseball tee type thing, and it's like $100. But there's one in like the Yeet, the Jey Uso Yeet, and I absolutely love it. I want it, but it's $100. I tried to put it on my throne, but it's like, you can't use this site, or like the site is not compatible, and I didn't want to dick with the logistics of being like, hey, we need this much money for this. So it's like, I didn't want to dick with that, so yeah. No! Waluigi, he sandbagged me, and that's why. $100 for Yeet, damn. Not just Yeet, baseball Yeet. That's like my jam right there. Ones I forgot. Yeah, 20 and up. And like, I'm cool with paying $20 for a t-shirt if it comes from like WWE or like this, you know, merch. You know, I'm cool with that. But sometimes it's like, damn. Like, damn. Insurance. I just bought myself an insurance policy. Grand Slam Yeet. Yes, alright, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Is a yeet? I mean, I know it became popularized on Vine. You know, the this bitch empty, yeet! When you yeet something, you're really just throwing it. But then, a few years ago, there is, some wrestlers, that kind of, repopularized the term, at least in the wrestling community, and it just kind of took off, and it became, Jey Uso's thing. So, yeet. I hate that because, like, no matter what I do, I'm always stuck on the negative or like the bad carrot, and I have to slow down no matter what I do. It's ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. I used to have the timing down pat, but I can't do it anymore. I don't know why. What I have for lunch? Mozzarella sticks. And mozzarella sticks for lunch today. Cause I have plenty now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, the star's up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I could try. I don't know why it put me on a different one when I pressed A on the up arrow. I couldn't tell you why. No, thank you. I would like to try and save my money. It's what? No, it's a. You know, like in hip hop. I see this mostly in like in hip hop. You know, like you move your arms up and down to like the beat of the music. You know, like jump, jump, or something. Like, you know, you move your arms up and down. I see it primarily in hip hop, just kind of, you know, just the motion, like arms up and down, like straight out, go up, down, up, down. It's a workout doing it constantly. But in wrestling, that is yeeting, and that happens during Jey Uso's entrance, and it's really, really fun. Okay, Riley, it's really, really fun. And it's one of those things that kind of took off, but now we have like serious Jey. We got like right hand man Jey coming in, ready to beat up Gunther at WrestleMania. So I'm excited.
Can you sit?
Okay, Riley, you sit and be good, okay? Hmm? Thank you. Okay, thank you. So since we're on Sesame Street, huh? Do I like hip hop? Like, musically and like rap? Not much, not big on like rap, but like hip hop and like hip hop style dance, love it. Cause I was always very good at hip hop dances in high school, And I love hip hop dancing. It's like my favorite. And I know it's strange coming from a white girl, but I appreciate the dance style and the culture it came from, because that's culture appreciation, not culture appropriation. There's a big difference. Because I'm not gonna get super deep into it, but there's been a lot of cultural appropriation in the K-pop community here lately. And it really sucks.
I'm doing a spin.
Mm-hmm. So, but I won't dive too deep into that because it really just sucks, and it's really not my topic to talk about. But I can, you know, read the writing on the wall. It sucks. It's awful. I would never. But like, I do like hip hop dancing. You know, because that was always my favorite style of dance, and it was always like my favorite to do. Where did that star go? I don't know where it went after Mario got to it. Oh, it's in the beginning, right in front of Luigi. That's right. He doesn't have money, though.
I have money.
This would be the fastest way back over there, I guess.
I have money, Mommy.
You have money?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Let's see. Full-on rap genre songs. Yeah, there's some rap that I like and appreciate, but there's a lot of it that I don't like and don't really care for. Like, I appreciate the art form of rapping, of like good rapping, because there is bad rapping, but like really good rapping, I appreciate the art form. Like, musically, it's just not always for me. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's just kind of where I sit on that. Hip-hop dance visual style is really cool, yes. Psy? Yeah, I have a few songs, a few Psy songs on my playlist. But I became a K-pop fan before Gangnam Style hit globally. Just to preface, so I have been a K-pop fan for 15 years. It was March of 2010 is when I first became a K-pop fan. Because I remember it was around spring break in school. I mentioned it very briefly in like the About tab, because like the K-pop origin story for me is a wild one. Because I got into K-pop from an anime opening, believe it or not. Ninja Turtle rap, yes. And Riley does have this. She is so good. So, what I used to do back in the day, I still kind of do, but I haven't done it in a long time, is I always looked up anime openings, just because I wanted to hear new songs and just kind of watch anime openings, because I really loved anime back then. I still do. But I was like looking at openings, and I came across these One Piece openings. Openings 10 and 11 to be specific. And they were both done by a group called Toho Shinki. I'm like, alright, these guys, I like the music, and I checked out the music videos. I'm like, oh, this seems really cool. I love their look. You know, and I kind of dove into their music after that. And I dove into their music, and at some point shortly after, I learned that they were from South Korea. And I'm like, I know nothing about South Korea or South Korean music. I know nothing about it. So it kind of dominoed from there in a way where I looked them up, found out that they are originally called Dongbang Shinki, which is DBSK or TVXQ, because the TVXQ comes from like kind of the Hanja, the Chinese characters that it derives from. So, and TVXQ is the more popular stylization, but I've always, back in the day, it was always like DBSK. So, and I learned, and I had learned that they are from a company called SM Entertainment. I'm like, okay, so let's see what else is here. And scrolling, like watching music videos, I came across, you know, more from SM Entertainment. One was Super Junior. And funny enough, the first Super Junior music video that I watched was from a subunit, Super Junior T, and it was the Rokugo. And I loved the music, and again, loved it. I dove into it to learn more, and then Super Junior became my favorite group of all time. And I branched out, listened to Girls' Generation, FX, Shiny. Then I branched down to like other companies, learned about 21, Big Bang, even like 2 p.m., 2 a.m., Wonder Girls, even like 4 Minute, Beast, M Black, U-Kiss, you know, all these like second gen groups. So it really just like branched out from there. So yeah, the reason I got into K-pop was because I really liked these One Piece openings. Without Gangnam Style, BTS would have a fraction of its popularity. Okay, so without Gangnam Style, K-pop itself wouldn't be near as popular as it is. And I feel like people don't give that enough credit. Like, BTS has earned their popularity, but then it got to the point where their company is just trying to take advantage of their popularity. And like, I don't like modern BTS. I don't like current times BTS. Like, 2014 to roughly 2017 is like the sweet spot for their good music. But like, BTS probably could have reached global popularity through their hard work. I mean, it probably wouldn't be near as big as it is. So I agree with that. But I do think they would have gotten big, just not near as big as they are now. And it always sucks whenever other groups come to America, and a lot of American interviewers are so disrespectful. They bring up BTS constantly. Yeah, like, interviewers bring up BTS constantly in something completely unrelated to BTS, and it is so disrespectful. It is extremely disrespectful to do that. Oh, I shouldn't have won that. I shouldn't have won that.
I do the jingle.
Oh well, I will buy something. I didn't see where I was gonna land, though. Oh well, it's fine.
I do the jingle.
It's a good way to get into the genre. Yeah, and like, majority of, I'd say, 3rd gen, 4th gen stans, I don't know this for a fact, but I've heard this a lot, that a lot of them got into K-pop because of Gangnam Style, and how globally viral it went. You play, Riley. Here you go.
You do the jingle.
I'll do it one more time. Okay?
Thank you.
So, yeah, a lot of people got into K-pop through Gangnam Style, and I'm sure people have gotten into K-pop more recently through, like, BTS, and also possibly, like, Stray Kids, ATEEZ, you know, because those are 2 groups I've seen float around, at least internationally, in terms of popularity, is Stray Kids and ATEEZ. 17 as well. So, there's a point where they slump just as... And, like, I don't think it's a slump with BTS, because I think the fans are just so up their ass that they will buy objectively bad songs and they will gas them up in a way where it's like, oh my god, yes, King, you can release anything and we'll buy it. It's like Pokemon fans. Game Freak could release the most asinine game and people will still buy it. So... And Blackpink was the same way too, because I do not care for Blackpink. Especially after this whole cultural appropriation crap has happened. Again, don't want to dive too deep into that. That's if you want to, if you're curious about it, you can look that up yourself. It's been all over my TikTok here lately. But I never really cared for Blackpink or their music because it was really just recycled 21 stuff. I know what I'm doing. Give me some. So sorry about that. Me? Why is it always me? It's just because I'm popular with Bowser? So yeah, I think the whole thing with like BTS and also Blackpink is that the fans are so up everyone's asses that they will buy literally anything they put out. Because again, they can put out objective garbage and the fans would eat it up because, oh, it's BTS. So, because I remember when they released actual good music. So, yeah. And Blackpink, like very, very, very early Blackpink was okay. Doodoo Doodoo is their best song. Other than that, they don't really have much going for them, honestly. I think G was the first song I liked but forgot. But I forgot if I heard it before Gangnam Style or after. I mean, G was also pretty popular. And like Super Junior doesn't get enough credit because everyone loves to shit on Super Junior. Because they're old and like apparently they've said like other things that they've apologized for, and it always breaks my heart to see people just shit on Super Junior just because everyone else is doing it. It breaks my heart as a Super Junior fan, as an elf, because that's the fandom name. So it breaks my heart, because I see a lot of TikToks bashing them, and I hate it. I try so hard to get off of Super Junior hate TikTok. So now I have formulated my For You page in a way where I find positive content on Super Junior. I was not wrong. So, yeah, it really sucks in a way. The reason I gotten so popular was Justin Bieber spite. I mean, honestly, it was timing. Because I think the spite started when after it had went viral like crazy. Because it was the most viewed video on YouTube of all time for quite a while and overtook Justin Bieber. So I think that was when the spite started. So it was already popular before then, I think. And like, it was right place, right time. It's a funny music video. And it's nothing new from Psy. If you look back at his older stuff, it's nothing new. That's Psy's style. Style of music, music video, you know, his presentation, his dancing. It's nothing new. It was just the right place at the right time. Timing and luck is what it takes to go viral for anything, you know, timing. And that was what Gangnam Style was. It was timed perfectly, which is also funny because it came out like 2 days before my birthday. And yes, I watched Gangnam Style before it got super mega popular. And because it was such a funny music video, it was so shareable. It's like, hey, watch this funny music video. And, you know, the more people shared it, the more views it got, and, you know, the more viral it got people talking. So, the Nickelback effect. Dominoes behind the rise of K-pop? I mean, K-pop is inspired by, you know, Western pop. It is very inspired by it. A lot of people seem to forget that. Because like, oh my god, K-pop is getting too westernized. Well, it's always been based in Western music. But like, there is a little bit of a factor that's different that I can't really pinpoint. But it is a little different. No, Waluigi! Oh, why? Why am I always the slow one? So yeah, I kind of started like 2nd gen and like Boa, really popular solo artist. And Super Junior were like the kings of the Hallyu wave, which is kind of the stepping stone. Because like a lot of people will say like, oh, BTS paved the way. And I strongly disagree with that statement. BTS did not pave the way. Did they make it easier for groups to follow? Yes. They followed a pathway as a guideline from the people before them, and they helped widen the road for other groups to come in. That's what they did. They did not pave the way. In no way, shape, or form did they pave the way. I will guarantee you BTS themselves, the 7 members of BTS, will say they did not pave the way, and they will give credit to older artists that they looked up to. And a lot of people, a lot of these groups look up to, you know, like Big Bang. You know? So, I feel like that always goes over people's heads. BTS did not pave the way. I will tell you that much. So. Yeah, YouTube was made because someone wanted to share a video. I hate negative social media. I hate it too. That's so funny that the little chomp won. I love it. Ask you this. What did the horse say in the thumbnail of Gangnam Style? What? I don't know. I do notice a difference, especially when compared to J-pop. Yeah, it's cultural differences and different inspirations being in like different spots. So yeah, and K-pop and J-pop are also completely different, which is also really cool and neat. You know, music is just neat. Speaking of music, the beat goes on. BTS is the end-all be-all of K-pop. It's what a lot of people love to believe, but they're not. They're not. I'm sorry. First pop song written by a Korean composer is thought to be Nakoyusu. Fallen Blossom song on Water, sung by Lee Jong-suk in 1929. That's cool. Souls-like effect. When they say Souls-likes are the epitome of good games. Oh, I hate that mentality too! To reach mainstream, and thanks, I kinda hate it. And I'm not gatekeeping, it's just when it did hit mainstream, you know, people really took it and ran with it and became very toxic. Baza! Oh boy. B-A-Z-A. We have Baza. B-A-Z-A. Ooh. B-A-Z-A-Z-B. Alright, we are not going Baza Baza. I wish. B-A-Z-A-Z-B-B. There's no pattern to be established. I am mad. B-A-Z-A-Z-B-B-A. A. Dun 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 dun. B-A-Z-A-Z-B-B-A-Z. B-B-A-Z. B-A-Z-A-Z-B-B. Alright. Let's go. Bam, bam, and bam, dun, 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 dun. B A Z A Z B B A Z Z. Smack it with your face, Yoshi. Love that. Love the energy. B A Z A Z B B A Z Z B Z Z B. Dun 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 dun. B A Z A Z B B A. B A Z A Z B B A Z Z B B. I could not remember what that last button was for the life of me. B A Z A Z B B A. They always get tripped up with that. Yay! BTS. I love it so much. I got him styled as something like Disney cartoons. Was Mickey Mouse the first cartoon star? Hell no, there were plenty before him. But he paved the way for animation to be powerhouse. I mean, that's a good comparison, I think. Where are we going? Up there, okay. Cause like, yeah, like even Psy's music before Gangnam Style, I mean, nothing was like inherently different. It was just timing. It's just a lot of things. I even hear like big name streamers, like all the good ones, will tell you, or like, how did you get so popular? Timing and luck. A lot of... Nice! Nailed it. Can I get past to over there? I don't know. Sure. I'll buy a cellular chopper. Alright. Top. Damn it! This, I feel like I always get screwed no matter what I do. Hello. I'll buy another one, sure. Let's try again. I don't know. I don't know what BTS would be in that kind of comparison. I wouldn't know. But also, even like before Psy, you know, K-pop was kind of getting traction even before that. So like, I wouldn't know, you know? And I also think timing plays a part in BTS's success too. Because like, they started from like nothing, you know, from the ground up. You know, they pulled their company out of bankruptcy. Oh no. I thought I was getting got for a second. Like, you know, we all know, like, Hybe labels, right? They weren't always, named Hybe. They were a company called Big Hit Entertainment, and, they had BTS. They had, like, another, like, duo that included, a member of 2AM. And they also had a girl group named, Glam. But there was a big old controversy with one of the members, and you may know this actor, Lee Byung-hun. You may know him as the frontman from Squid Game. One of the girls from Glam blackmailed him, and it was a really big scandal, and Big Hit Entertainment essentially swore off girl groups for a very long time. Then Big Hit Entertainment got bigger, and they, in 2019, they debuted a new boy group, which they only had BTS for a long time. They really only had BTS, and they really struck international popularity, I'd say about 2016. because Blood, Sweat, and Tears was really the first one, and it like broke YouTube records. And they really hit it big the next year with Spring Day in February and DNA in like the fall. Later that year, like August, September. I think September. Alright, standard last 5 turns procedures. All red and blue spaces are doubled, and if you land on the same space as your opponent, you get to duel them. Let's try it. Well, 17 again. Power 17, baby. So yeah, in 2019, they debuted a new group named Tomorrow by Together, or known as TXT. What do you have? Sure, I'll buy that one. So, and then shortly after that, they became Big Hit Entertainment was pulling in more money, making more money from BTS mostly, and they used that money to acquire subsidiaries like Disney. Having all these subsidiaries and everything. So they acquired different companies. Some notably like Pledis Entertainment that houses 17 and used to house After School, Newest. Orange Caramel was a subunit of After School. And also the saddest of saddest stories with Christine. But yeah, they have 17. So 17 is technically a HYBE group, which kind of sucks. They also acquired Source Music Entertainment, which housed G-Friend, and LE SSERAFIM. LE SSERAFIM is Source Music, but they are under the umbrella of HYBE. So, and they rebranded to HYBE Entertainment. I don't want that term to be permitted in a way, so I'm just gonna deny that one. So, I know in Gangnam Style, not Gangnam Style, it was Gentleman, he was referred to as Wet Psy, but that was because of his armpit stains from a variety show he was on. But yeah, I just don't want that term permitted. Like, I understand what you're saying, I understand the context of it all, but I just, the term it's flagging. Like, Luigi screwed me over. I would've been fine if I got the full jump. So yeah, HYBE has a lot of subsidiaries. I couldn't tell you all of them. I know Adore is one of them, and their name's getting thrown out a lot because of the whole NewJeans scandal. It's not even a scandal, it's just a fucking lawsuit. And that's a whole can of worms too. Because NewJeans, they debuted in 2022? Wow! That's what I get for talking about NewJeans. Ooh, I get to duel him. I don't really want to lose that much money. Sure. So yeah, Adore, is the, you know, the place from NewJeans, the company that holds NewJeans, and they were super big, very popular. They got popular very quickly. I think all that popularity got to their head, but it was run by a woman named Min Hee-jin, and she is a manipulative bitch. In a way, she was very power hungry. Hive let her go. They fired her essentially from her CEO position. They even like offered her a spot, like, hey, you can still manage New Jeans, but you won't be CEO anymore. And she was like, no, put me as CEO. And then all of a sudden, New Jeans decided that they were going to be like, we're gonna terminate our contracts unless you do this for us. Pointed at like Hive and Door. Like, we need Min Hee-jin to be reinstated as CEO, or we're gonna, like, you know, terminate our contracts, which they cannot legally do. You can't do that. A contract isn't terminated because you say so. Like, you can't quit your job and show up to work the next day. So that's a whole, you know, because they had a hearing. They had a hearing last week, I think, and they claim like, oh, there's workplace harassment. Manager was told to ignore or manager told another group to ignore us. You know, throwing other groups under the bus, but like they had like no substantial evidence. There was no evidence of anything, and it really failed. And so, like, they can't prove that there was a breach of contract from Adore, and Adore, being the smart company that they are, is still paying New Jeans. Why? Because that would be, if they didn't pay them, that would be a breach of contract. They are contracted to pay. It's in the contract that they need to pay New Jeans, and they're still paying them. It's like, hey, we're still honoring the contract. You're not. And even after the hearing, they were advised to not, they could still go to Hong Kong and do like their concert, do like, or like a performance concert, whatever. But you cannot promote under NJZ. You have to promote under New Jeans, and they did not do that. But they never said they were New Jeans or NJZ. They never said it, but they wore clothing that had NJZ on it. So they were essentially promoting themselves as NJZ. And it's not looking good, and it's not looking good for New Jeans. And with some of the things that they have said on talk shows and everything, they come off, I don't know these girls, but it's the way they're coming off in this situation. They come off as spoiled brats that have never been told no in their lives. But also, I feel for them because Min Hee-jin is pulling the puppet strings. Because none of this started until Min Hee-jin was let go as CEO. None of that started. There was no problems with workplace harassment. There was no other issues. It wasn't until Min Hee-jin got, in the girls' minds, it's like, hey, if I'm going down, I'm bringing them with me. And, they're young and, they're being manipulated and controlled, but, like, they don't see it. But, like, everyone on the outside sees it. So it's just kind of a sad story in a way, but it's like, just kind of watch the fire burn, really. So, yeah, the nap fixed me. Yay! I have to go up if I want to fix my problem. Why? I didn't want to go that way. Again, it happened fucking again. Well, I gotta watch Squid Game Season 2. I mean, Season 3 is coming out late June, June 27th. That's in a couple of months. Riley, no. Leave that alone, please. Thank you. So yeah, I am still under the opinion of, I think Season 2 and Season 3 were meant to be one season. I am still under that opinion. So, and they broke it up because Netflix wants money, and that's not surprising. But also, good morning, Sunshine. For Blue. The nap fixed you. I'm glad. Okay. Riley says hi, Blue. After hat. Okay. There's like different cycles, so. Alright. Close enough. We got them anime eyes. We got the anime eyes. Hi, Riley. Blue tie. Yeah, I mean, it was supposed to end, you know. But, like, the story so far is compelling in a way. I mean, money and presumably pressure from Netflix. Turn around. 2 turns left. Sure. What's up, Bowser? So, yeah, I mean, like, just season 2 in its entirety. I'm cool with the season 2, you know? But, like, the way they split it up, I really think it was supposed to be one big season. Or, like, it was supposed to be just one season, but, you know, probably more episodes than they anticipated, and they're like, alright, let's split it up. Because, like, the ending to season 2 will make sense. Or even, like, the statement where I think it's supposed to be one big season will make more sense after seeing the ending of season 2. So, yeah, and also the quick turnaround of season 3, that tells me it was supposed to be one big season. Because from December to June, that's 6 months. I mean, you probably could film and edit an entire season of a K-drama within 6 months. But, yeah, like, that is a very quick turnaround time. So, I really think it was supposed to be one season. And double. It is double. Alright, there you go. I failed at losing money because we're just going backwards instead. So I tried to lose money. So my plan of getting money from Bowser has failed. Just failed me. So, yeah. I did. It's the last turn. Chaos. I want chaos. Bless you, Riley. I'm awake. Blue is awake. What's up, Bowser? How's it going? It's the most awake I felt in weeks. I'm glad. It landed on Waluigi! Oh my goodness. You're welcome, Waluigi. You are welcome. That worked out. I still land on the bank regardless. There's not much in it, I don't think, right? 5. Woo, 5 coins. Rolling in it. Blue missed bully Sylvia. Could even work out of my head tired. Sylvia went to my job today while I'm not there and doxed my government name to my coworker. Not the government name. But also, as you disappeared, we had a bot come in that was likely ban evader, so that checks out right after you left. Yeah, I came back to the break and I saw Deltora being timed out by Sylvia. I'm like, haha, that's kind of funny. I think Max is streaming right now, Riley. We're gonna golf. Get in there! Yeah! Yeah! We did it! Now everyone will follow suit because they follow my lead. I'm the trendsetter. I set the example. You all are followers. You're not leaders. You're just copying me. You know what, Wario? I commend you for being different. 3.14! He's got pie! Wario has pie, everybody! I mean, this is not new information. This is not new information of Wario having pies. Oh my goodness. Did Riley have potatoes? She did. She did have potatoes. She ate all of them. Ban me. I called BTS the end-all be-all of K-pop. That he did. He did. BTS ended K-pop. I agree. They just ended all of pop. Now K-pop is just pop. That's funny. That is funny. Cause yeah, it's like I will never discredit the hard work BTS put in. You know, I will never discredit that. A lot of the problem with a lot of things is the fans. It's the BTS armies. It's the armies. That's the problem. Of Bangtan Sonyeondan. I feel like that name hasn't been said in a long time because they're now just, oh, BTS. Because that's the international name, is BTS. Oh, I think Luigi won! Luigi won! Luigi won! He beat me! He beat me. He beat me, because he got 2 bonus stars. We had the same. Hello, JT! Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. You wanna say hi, JT?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can.
She goes right to the laptop. Can I say hi, JT? She says hi, JT. Hi. I lost. It's okay. It's Luigi. It's okay if it's Luigi.
But I won.
BTS is an acronym? Yes, it is an acronym for Bangtan Sonyeondan, which translates to Bulletproof Boy Scouts. So BTS, and they tried to make it a cooler acronym, and they called it Beyond the Scene, which is stupid in my opinion. They're Bangtan Sonyeondan. Because Bangtan is bulletproof, and Sonyeondan, Boy Scouts. There you go. Rip Bangtan Sonyeondan, now they're just Beyond the Scene. Yes, I hate it. I hate it so much. Rip Bulletproof Boy Scouts. Horse JT. Riley's saying hi to everyone. Minigame. Coin. Yeah, I did terrible with that. Everyone was losing money anyway, so how many did I end with? I had more than Luigi, but like happening. Where did we go wrong? We went wrong everywhere. I landed on 8 and it wasn't enough. The fact that both Luigi and Waluigi landed on 12 happening spaces. Like, damn. Bowser. Thanks. Nothing too crazy. I mean, I lost Luigi by a star, really. And it's fine, you know? Da-da-da-da-da. So in America, they should be called BPBS? No. Because the Korean, syllable, acronym is still BTS. Because, like, Sonyeondan is just a word, you know. It would still be just BTS. Because they just, you know, shorten it. Anyway. Watching Glitch About that featured your Donkey Kong and Yoshi clip yesterday. I was giggling. Oh, with, like, Yoshi and, oh, yeah, that was a funny clip. Oh, man, that one was great. There's lots of good clips out there. There was something funny that happened yesterday that got clipped during Wind Waker, and I didn't light a bird on fire, but I froze a bird, and it was like in a pose where its like neck was just like broken backwards, and it was just like spinning around, and it was so funny. That's so funny. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I like to think I'm funny. I like to think I'm funny. Maybe I'm funny, maybe I'm not. I don't know. You murdered my husband? No comment. No comment. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. That's over the office. The blue wife versus the blue husband. I mean, yes, canonically, Blue is my wife. Oh yeah, I was like, how did that happen? Oh yeah, I remember how it happened. Because, one day Blue said something about like, yeah, she could just be like my wife or something like, yeah, Vegeta just needs to give her up. And I'm like, there's no way he would just give me away like that. And it was before I even saw his message in chat be like, yeah, you can take her. And I'm like, really? You just give me away like that? I mean, he would probably give me away for like 2 McDoubles and some fries or something. I don't know. I mean, there was a Facebook post one time years ago that my brother had shared with the siblings, and it was like, would you like slap your sibling for like $1,000 or something, or like $1 million? And it's one of those, it's not about the money. And my brother said, I would Batista bomb all of them for like 10 McNuggets and a couple McDoubles or something like that. And I'm like, you know what? Sentiment is felt. And it's like, oh, would you slap your sibling for like $10,000? And it's like, it's not about the money. It's not about the money. I'm deleting that message because I mentioned this yesterday. In terms of like things that are off limits. My sexuality is no joke. I am a straight white female. The joke is that Blue is my wife. Okay? Off limits. Anyway, JT's mom has sold JT to Luna. I mean, yeah, like, yeah, it's... I mean, like... I feel like I've gone on record to be like, I would sell my child for 20 coins. Our marriage was against our wills, but we're making it work. It just happened because my husband turned into my roommate because he just like gave me away. And I'm like, there's no way he would do that, and then he already did it. It was an arranged marriage from Tessa's husband. I mean roommate. Yeah, roommate, quote unquote. Yeah, you can get a hydrate. Riley's getting a hydrate, so everyone should too. Just as a reminder. Oh, hey, speaking of, there's the roommate. Hello, Vegito. Hello, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Got some change. Bam! Baseball. Perfect. It's baseball season. You won?
Yeah.
Good job, Riley. Riley won. I think Hip is also accepting my marriage with Lim. I mean, you have a whole ass harem, Blue. I mean, you are the queen.
Is streaming?
Yeah, Max is streaming.
Oh.
Alright, let's cool down on that, okay? I deleted the message, that's all there is to it. Making me realize that my proposal to move you guys to Redacted with me now comes off more nefarious than intended. all my concubines to me. I mean, I think you mentioned it yesterday in your stream, and also it's been said a lot. You want like a VTuber cul-de-sac? That'd be so fun, like our own little village. I can send my concubine cul-de-sac. I love the alliteration. You got a phone?
Yeah.
It's a toy phone though, not an actual phone. I wouldn't give my 4-year-old an actual smartphone, even though I know people that give their 4-year-olds smartphones. Of course you would giggle at that. Why am I not surprised? Sack. You. I love that emote. I love how ominous it looks. Yeah, 2 of my wives and their husbands are gonna move with me and my husband. That sounds very strange. I mean, yeah, we have our own little cul-de-sac. Over in Redacted, I can send my kids to you so they can have fun. And I can get a break. You're going with Sylvia?
Yeah.
I guess Riley has made her choice.
I'm going with Sylvia.
Riley's going with Sylvia.
I need to be Sylvia.
Okay. And yeah, I have said also, I think in chat yesterday, yes, you are. For now. I've had to get on to you several times about different things. It's not gonna last forever, so please abide by the rules. Come to Aunt Blue's, I'll make mac and cheese. We can watch Bluey. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
You can watch Bluey?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
I think you're winning her over.
I'm gonna look outside.
Okay, you look outside. But yeah, I mean it though. Whenever we meet you guys, I will 100% blast Lucifer. 100%. Don't think I won't. So I think I made some kind of comment about dancing to Lucifer, and Blue mentioned like, oh, I felt Gihan like dancing behind me, then I turned around and he stopped. And I'm like, I'm doing the dance too. Anyway. I must go now. No worries, Blue. I will meet you on the other side. I will meet you on the other side. Don't worry about
Are you
it.
going to play Sylvia?
I'll do you one better. We're probably gonna go Ray Blue, because she's gonna stream Xenoblade today.
Oh, Blue?
Yeah, she's gonna play Xenoblade today. Xenoblade X. Speaking of Xenoblade X, probably in like 2 weeks? Question mark? I'll probably give it like a couple of weeks. We will be bringing Xenoblade X to the channel, in a couple of weeks. So, cause that will fill the Monday Big Long JRPG slot. Cause I'm waiting till Vegito gets a little, further ahead into, like, the story gameplay until I start it. Need to take a walk, BRB, no worries, no worries.
I'm not waiting Sylvia. I'm not waiting
So Xenoblade X will come to the channel. I have a couple of ideas. Well, probably, it might be Thursday. I might do it next week. We might start some new Mario Party shenanigans next week. And actually get back to a game I haven't played in months next week. So, it'll still be Mario Party Tuesdays and Thursdays, but it'll be a Mario Party game I haven't played in a while. So I can actually get stuff unlocked and done in this game. So that'll be fun to go to. Wednesday, Wind Waker. Wednesdays and Fridays are Wind Waker. We're doing 100% aside from Nintendo Gallery. In comes Tessa with a giant mech, yes.
I'm gonna rate blue.
We're gonna ride blue?
Yeah.
Just gotta wait for her to go live.
Okay.
Which we wait patiently. We waited patiently yesterday. I stalled for a long time yesterday. And then she had technical difficulties, because of course she did.
We're gonna find blue.
Mm-hmm. We'll find blue.
Okay.
So yeah, schedule for the week. Tomorrow is Wind Waker. We just got to the Earth Temple with Medley, and we're gonna do everything. And then probably maybe do a couple of side things before going over and doing Wind Temple stuff tomorrow. Thursday, it might just be give me a few. Oh no! That's a problem. Thursday, it might be whatever Mario Party I desire, or I might just start with the other Mario Party that I was thinking of next week. I don't know. I like starting a week with something new. Either starting a week or doing it on a Friday. But I don't know. It's fine. I'll figure it out. But it'll still be Mario Party Tuesday, Thursday. And then Friday is more Wind Waker. I don't know what kind of progress we'll make on Wednesday. I do know we're still in like that middle third of the game, and we won't quite reach that final third until after the Wind Temple. There we go. I couldn't quite think of words. So yeah, in a couple of weeks, we'll start Xenoblade X. So on the Monday slot, we might do a couple of one-offs of like some Mario Sports, or I don't know. I'll see what kinds of games I have, and we'll kind of go from there. Then Tuesday, Thursday, you know, Mario Party. And Wednesday, Fridays, Wind Waker 100%. I do have a game lined up for after Wind Waker, so we're kind of going back to actually being prepared for things. I know, shocking, right? Because for a while, I'm like, I have no idea what to do. Like, I didn't even know I was going to do Wind Waker 100% until, like, towards the end of Ocarina of Time. I had, like, no idea what I wanted to do. So, but yeah. I'll talk more about that. Everything's plugged in, so our Switch is dead, but charging. I don't know why it's dead. That sucks! That is so confusing. Like, why? Why Switch do this? Why it dead? Why are we dead? Switch, come on. Resuscitate it. Probably not mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. That was back in the day with N64 cartridges. Or like old NES, SNES, N64 cartridges. Yeah, that was mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, essentially. Riley farted. Maybe that's the power. Maybe Riley needs to fart on it. Is that how to get Blue Switch to work? Do you need to fart on it? Yeah? Oh, man, it's always an awkward moment. But, yeah. It's like, I like planning things. I like, you know, having a schedule. It's like, I don't know when I really solidified my 5-day-a-week schedule. I don't know when it really happened, but it just kind of happened one day, and like, this is the schedule that is established and what I'm used to. So, okay, Riley. So, yeah, I do remember when I made the switch to the RPG being on Mondays instead of Fridays, because of, like, Allie's after-school program, it kind of got a little bit weird in a way to have to cut an RPG short at, like, 3.5 hours. So that's when I made the decision to move the RPGs to Mondays. So, it's on! Let's go! Riley farted on it! See, it worked! Good job, Riley. Yeah! Do it again?
Yeah.
And she farted again! She farted as she high-fived me. Love that. Give the cartridge a good blow for it to turn on. Needs to charge a bit, but it's been sitting on deck for weeks. It's fine. Package just needed to chill. No worries, Johnny.
Play one more time.
No worries. And she is victory fart? Yeah, definitely. She's farting a lot.
Up on again.
Mm-hmm. She's just farting.
Where is blue?
Hold on, be patient. We'll see her in a second. What else can I, like, talk about? I don't know. I don't know. I do need to run an errand. When do they close? I have to go pay a bill, and they close...
We need to go on an errand, Mommy.
They close at 5 p.m. So I need to go pay a bill. I know, ew, bills. I know, right? I need to go pay a bill shortly after raiding. But, I mean, it's fine. If I go pay the bill before 5 o'clock, I'll be in good shape. Because I have till Thursday to go pay it. Because sometimes, like, paydays land on inopportune days where it's like, a bill is due, but, like, there's usually a grace period. And usually a late fee that's, you know, just a little bit extra. Like, what's $1 or $2 for a late fee? So, there she is!
There she is.
Alright.
There she is.
Alright, raid message. You know what?
Wait, message.
Condoms bell, yes.
Wait, message, please.
How about victory fart, please? Because I think that's appropriate. That'll be our raid message. We're gonna go raid Royal Blue. She is an awesome Lion Queen VTuber, who is currently playing Xenoblade Chronicles X. She is an awesome person, and she is amazing and a queen and my kayfabe wife. Let's go with that, wrestling terms. So anyway. Okay, thank you. Alright, so raid message is victory fart, please. If you're subbed to me, you can use my emotes. If you're not, you can use whatever emotes you want. Schedule for, yeah, Mondays will be one-offs, and then a couple weeks Xenoblade X. But right now, one-offs. Tuesdays and Thursdays are Mario Party, and Wednesdays and Fridays are Wind Waker 100%. So thank you everyone for coming out and hanging out, and we will see you next time.